or the console working. Everything's been pretty smooth. Are you all ready to go out on the town, Nutmeg? It's 8:50 a.m. on July 16th. Is that true? That is true. Let's get started. Bum, bum, bum. JR Prisma, enjoy the work, baby. Good to see you, Cozy Assassin, as well. Yeah, Donkey Kong got some nasty Metacritic reports. I saw Dazza talking about that as well. I'm pretty excited. I even saw he said something about IGN giving it a 10. I think it's going to be a good game. I think at this point we all kind of realize that Donkey Kong's going to be a good game, even if it's not for you. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you can kind of get the feel, you can kind of just look at a game and be like, this is going to work out. Like, Nintendo, they do know what they're doing, even when they obviously don't know what they're doing. That sentence, right? But they can still make a good game here and there. Oh, Butch left. Oh, well, my streak continues. I just can't seem to settle down in any town for too long. This is kind of odd because I've said so many goodbyes, but this one actually hurts. Oh, no, Butch. You're trying to make me cry this morning, dude. Shut up, man. Wish you an incredible Wednesday. Yeah, you too, Bernard. Thanks, buddy. Let me get my cash out of my mail here. Let me get my cash out of the mail here real quick. So we got another update for Animal Crossing Deluxe Edition. I usually like to do some sort of introduction. So for those that don't know, exclamation point Deluxe in the chat. This is Animal Crossing GameCube Deluxe, the original Animal Crossing, but Deluxe Edition. This came out back in 2001 in Japan, 2002 in America and Europe, and this is a fan-made version of it that has been put together by one individual with, I think, some help. And it's a very cool project. It's kind of incorporating all of the different features of the Animal Crossing GameCube titles throughout the years. So if you don't know, there's about 5 different versions of Animal Crossing GameCube. From Chinese to Japan to European, American, all sorts of versions of this game right here. And what this person set out to do is to combine all of these games and create an overall definitive edition of Animal Crossing GameCube. An overall definitive version, one that you could play, that you could say has, you know, all the features combined in one. And then some quality of life additions as well. And it's still being updated regularly. The project is still ongoing. There was just an update on July 5th. And it's pretty cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on here. Sick House, yo, thanks, dude. I'm trying to clear these bugs out. I haven't played in a couple days. And we just got an actual update where apparently we can put gyroids on tables now, which is insane to me. So let's try this out. Wow. That's not normal. I know some of you are like, what are you talking about, Hylian? You could always put gyroids on tables. Not in this game. Not in this game. This is a pretty crazy thing to see. But that was just one of many things that were updated recently here on July 5th. I had to see it for myself, though. I didn't believe it. I had to see it for myself. All right. Still doing the museum grinds? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we finished the museum in New Horizons. And I only need a couple things for Animal Crossing GameCube, but that's not this save file. That's a different save file. So. Yo, thank you, Detective Rach, for the gifted over to Acorn from eBay. I love the original sound effects. Yeah, me too, dude. Yo, good morning, Aelith. Good morning, Mouseberry, and good to see a Sham Tune as well. Yo, good morning, Pixie Skies. Yo, hearty welcomes in the chat if you got a free hand. Don't be shy to welcome the fam on in here. Yeah, that's right. Animal Crossing GameCube, baby. All right, we got to get rid of these. We failed to make it to the June raffle, unfortunately. Thank you, Detective. You didn't have to do that, dude. I appreciate you. All right, what do we got? What do we got going on in here? All right, June tickets are going in. Yeah, I'm still. So my Animal Crossing GameCube museum is only missing like 5 things, and they all start in like September or August. The only problem is that that's a different save file. So like, I've kind of just been playing that off stream, like a little bit, and then towards the end of the year, we'll probably load up that save file, which is on my original hardware, like my original GameCube. This is my emulated, this is Deluxe edition, so it's like a little confusing. But yeah, I'll probably load up that save file and we'll probably wrap up our museum throughout the end of this year. But we succeeded to catch everything for the first half of the year. Like we went pretty hard last year. We're only missing like 5 things and then a bunch of art. So yeah. Yo, what's up, Habby? KK Calzone, good morning. Moxie, good to see you today as well. All right, let's go. So what do we got here? A good amount of bells. I don't know how much we have to pay off yet, but let's start off by going and saying good morning to the Tankster, and let's see if anybody's moved in to replace Butch. Tangy, Velma, Camo Frog, Peanut, Tasha, Midge, Tabby, Tad, Hazel, Derwin, Leopold, Rex, Margie, Robin, and Gonzo. Gonzo's new, I think. No way, Gonzo? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've never had Gonzo in Animal Crossing GameCube. What? Dude, I forgot aerobics starts soon. I forgot morning aerobics starts soon. I forgot about morning aerobics. Wait, what? Who was pissed? It's not fair. Everyone else got to see the fireworks, but no, not me. I had to work. Why? It's not like anyone came in anyways. The place was deserted. Who wrote this? Was this Phyllis from... Who wrote this? This had to have been Phyllis from the post office, right? Who wrote this? What the heck? Are there any risks to using emulators? No, not at all. No, zero risk for using emulators. Zero risk. There's no risk to using emulators at all. Nope, none at all. It's got to be Phyllis. It was definitely Phyllis Energy, right? Yeah, so I think if you're asking like risk as far as like legality, it's not illegal to play emulated games. It's illegal to distribute them. And that's all you ever have to remember about emulation. When it comes to legality, it's never been, or at least it doesn't matter. It's not illegal. I don't think it's ever been illegal to play games emulated. It's like a legal gray area. You can't get in trouble for that. You're not going to get banned. You're not, it's not, nothing like that. Now, where the legality gets blurred big time is when you distribute the games, where if you were one of the people who were giving people access to the illegal games, then like you start to kind of get into some weird territory. But like the worst that would happen is that they would just tell you to stop. That's it. So yeah, no, there's never, yeah, emulate, please. Please get into emulation. It is a beautiful thing. I'm scared of getting hacked. Yeah, no. None of that. None of that. I've been emulating since I was literally like 6 to 8 years old. Like, I kid you not. I'm not being hyperbolic. I've been emulating games since I've been like 6 to 8 years old. Yeah, you're fine. Ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. Now, every once in a while, if you're trying to get a copy of a game, you do end up on some sketchy websites. So you do have to be careful about where you go to acquire games if you're not dumping them yourself. So there is a little bit of sketchy territory here and there. You can end up on some sketchy corners of the internet trying to get yourself a copy of a game, for sure. But you know, you could be on a sketchy corner of the internet anytime, any day. Dude, at this point, Google.com is a sketchy corner of the internet. You see some of those ads that they let happen? If you don't use an ad blocker, the whole internet's sketchy. Right? Like, if you don't use an ad blocker, the whole internet's sketchy. like, yeah, so, like, it's really not a big deal, yeah. But it's a super cool question. Like, it really is a fair question, though, and I'm glad you were comfortable enough to ask. Like, no, man, emulation is fine. And if you're really worried about a place to start, then send me a message and I might be able to help you out. But no, you're never... Again, the reason I say that I've been emulating since I was a kid is not to say that I've been doing it for a long time. It's to say that even when I was a dumb little baby idiot kid, I never once got hacked or anything doing anything like that.
The whole thing is sketchy.
Right? Like my whole childhood, I've been downloading games. I've been on sketchy websites. I've never once got hacked. I've never once got my information lifted, at least that was in a way that was detrimental to me. I'm sure my information's all over the place, like everybody. But you know what I mean? Like, if I was able to navigate the internet as an 8-year-old and emulate and download games, I'm sure you can do it as an adult, and you'll be fine. Yo, thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate you, dude. All right, we got ourselves a couple fossils here and a phonograph, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with the phonograph. I think we just sell that. Fossils come with us over to Blathers. We got to get a Patsy, and then we can start emulating. Yeah, we need a Patsy. Yeah, super fair question, man. Not everyone is as in tune with the internet, you know? So I love it when these types of questions get asked, because I'm down to shed some light on how it all works and how approachable it is. You can also emulate on your phone. Even we've gotten so far as you can even get a Nintendo emulator on Apple phones now, which that's like new. That's super recent. Up until about a year ago, you really couldn't emulate on an Apple phone outside of side-loading files and stuff. Now it's like you can download a Nintendo emulator directly off the iOS shop now. It's actually nuts. I love how that DS emulator works. Yeah, it's super nice. What's up, Amusing Ashley? Good morning. I had a weird feeling that I'd run into you today. I must be psychic, because it sure has been a while. Where have you been all this time? So, what can I do for you, Nutmeg? Give me work. Thanks for asking, though. I really can't think of any work for you. So, somebody commented on how Hazel shaved her unibrow. This is actually not the same Hazel. This is actually Sally. Fun fact, this is actually Sally. So, there was a huge shift, and they made a new squirrel. So, there was Sally, Callie, and Hazel in this game. And they took Hazel in this game and turned her into Sally. They made a new character for Hazel that's unibrow. Like, it's like super confusing. Yeah. Yeah. But I saw a comment earlier. Somebody said, oh, Hazel shaved her eyebrow. It's like, actually, no. This is actually Sally. She just had her name changed. She got a name change. She didn't want to be associated with the eyebrow. It's kind of funny, actually. Don't you just love spending your whole day fishing out by the river or maybe at the beach? I'm sure you've caught a ton of fish. You have, haven't you? Of course. Oh, I was trying to be sarcastic, but I'm not very good at it. Well, if you're bored enough to catch all those fish, why don't you help some people out? They'll probably appreciate your help, and you might even be rewarded with a gift. Cute. Wait, who is this? Oh, it's Tangy. Hey, what's up, Tankster? Wowzer, yowzer, it's Hylian, right? Let me see. No sight of you for like 3 weeks now. Well, how the heck have you been? Anyways, what's up? I need work. Actually, Tad still hasn't returned my sweet watch, and I totally need it back. Don't you hate it when someone borrows something of yours but never returns it? It really steams my broccoli. If you know how I feel, then please help me out. Okay, okie dokie. Get a move on. Wow, you're really zooming along today. You know you'd be better off taking it easy in this rain. Oh, we should probably get an umbrella, huh? So, what's so fun about getting up at the crack of dawn and exercising with everyone? Because that's what we're going to be doing. Are you up for it? Personally, I think an extra hour or two of beauty sleep is much better on the bod. Me too, Tangy. Me too. She's not a... Oh, he's not home. Well, that's Tad's house, so we gotta go hunt down Tad. Thank you again, Gunblade, for the classic Punblade lad joke in the 100 biddies. I know I talked over your joke a little bit, but I was trying to finish a thought and I couldn't finish it fast enough. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, man. I hope you're well, dude. Good morning, Claire. Ellen, welcome back. Claire, Hardy welcomes in the chat. If you got a free hand, HDES waves, or you can always use the ! wave command if you're lazy like me. Good morning, Beatles. Good to see Beach Street back in the house. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it really steams my broccoli. I love that. I'm not gonna lie, I love that little catchphrase. It really steams my broccoli. Yeah, Breath of the Wild stuff will be uploaded. Cool enough. Yeah, Breath of the Wild stuff will be uploaded for sure. I just started getting Tears of the Kingdom up yesterday, so we'll do that first. I'm gonna sprinkle that into a convo today. Yo, Sam Squatch. We're playing Bonanza on release. Yeah, we'll be here at 8 in the morning playing Bonanza here on the stream. We're gonna be playing all day. We're gonna be playing all day. Yeah, no problem, Kulanuk, dude. Yeah, thank you for your patience. And like I said, I got 1 episode of Tears done yesterday, and then I have 2 more coming tomorrow. Either like it's all gonna start snowballing in, like all at the same time. Like I think you're gonna get like 15 episodes of Tears at once. like overnight. Like it's all just kind of rolling in. So yeah, thanks for your patience. We're getting it going right now. I love my little fit. You like my little fit? It's actually a Grody shirt. You want to know what this shirt's called? Hold on, let me... This shirt is called Ugly Shirt. It's Ugly Shirt. It's my fit, dude. I thought you would like that. I don't know why I always thought that I had forgotten something that I borrowed from a villager when they said something about it. About, isn't it rude when someone borrows something and forgets to return it? That's funny. Yo, what's up, Pirater? That's a new catch. Ooh. Can you also tell me about Donkey Kong? I hear about it. So Donkey Kong Bonanza is a new Nintendo Switch 2 game that's coming out, and it's gonna be like an open world kind of adventure game, and you're gonna be able to like destroy the environment. We're gonna be playing it tomorrow morning, so if you pop in tomorrow, you'll be able to watch me check it out for the first time. It should be a blast. It should be an absolute blast. Is that a clock? Yeah, this is a public work project. So one of the quality of life changes that the deluxe edition of the game adds is public work projects. This is an accurate clock, by the way. It's 9:11 a.m. in the morning. Right, and then here's another public work project that we built over here. This fountain. Oh, nice. Hey, Tabby. Oh, Hylian. How's it going with you? Me, wow. Good? Great. I'm doing just great, too. I mean, something so cool happened to me. I'm psyched. I feel like I just ate a big pie made of pure excitement with a side of nummy fun niblets. Yeah, let's work that one into our conversation today as well, shall we? So, what's going on? Entertain me. Hylian, I always see you walking around here. Don't you ever get tired of walking all the time? Well, I want you to know that you can always come rest at my place. Come take a look. It might give you some hints on how to decorate your place. Yeah, whatever. Try to tell me how to decorate. Really, Acorn? That really steams my nummy fun niblets. Yo, what's up? An off day? Good morning. Jimmy's in the house. Celestial Ray's in the house. Welcome to the broadcast today, dude. Flower Child. Thanks for popping in today, Flower Child. Good to see you. On a bit of a break, and you're working until 9 p.m. tonight. Gunblade just never stops working. Looks like a bunch of dirty clothes on the floor. I think Tabby indirectly told you that they don't like your house decorations. That's literally exactly what Tabby just told me. Yeah, they're passive aggressive in this game. They're straight up passive aggressive in this game. Big time. Nice. At least the rain's gonna provide us with a chance to get some hybrids. Let's go say good morning to Camo Frog. He's usually over here somewhere. Oh, you know what? He might still be in bed. Nope. I have played it on N64 and Animal Crossing. Yeah. We played it on stream. I played the Japanese version as well as the English fan-made reproduction as well. Hey, shouty pants, keep it down, will ya? Oh, it's Hylian. So, what's your story anyway? I haven't seen you for a dog's age, 10 Hut. Hey, why are you even talking to me? Oh, I forgot we were giving him the Rocco voice. Yeah. Hey, Hylian, money can't buy love or happiness, but you still need it, right? I wish there was some kind of tree that grew money on its branches. You don't suppose there really is such a thing, do you? Yeah, Gunblade. You know, the problem is my EverDrive doesn't have a battery. You know how sad that is? So, first off, I shouldn't be sad because my EverDrive was a gift. But the person who gifted me my EverDrive, they gifted me the one before they made the one with a battery that could play Animal Crossing. Or they just got the one that was like a little cheaper. So an EverDrive is an N64 cartridge that has an SD card slot. They make these for all consoles, basically. You can get a Super Nintendo cartridge that has an SD card slot. You can get memory cards for your GameCube that have SD card slots. And what you can do is you can load games onto the SD card slot, plug it in, and play them on original hardware because it's an N64 cartridge. Does that make sense? So you put the game file onto an SD card, and then the cartridge itself plays it just like a regular game. And it's real cool. And you can plug it into your original N64 and you can play your favorite games without actually buying or owning them. You know, you're supposed to own them, but, you know, let's be real. Nintendo's ninjas don't hurt me. I'm gonna go cower in the corner for a minute. I said too much. Yo, what's up, Ham Labs? Good morning. Good morning, LPK. Good to see you as well. Yeah, it's real nice. The problem is, though, is that there's multiple EverDrives for the 64, and the one that I have doesn't have a battery, so I can't do Animal Crossing on it. And then the one that does have a battery, the last time I checked, was $300. So I was like, do I really want to buy the upgraded EverDrive for $300 just so I can play Animal Crossing on my 64? And I was just like, no. I was just like, no, I'm not going to spend $300 on this. I just like, no. I need to set up more emulators on my Steam Deck. Yeah, dude, Pirater, it's nice. Claire Ellen says they just recently set up emulators on their Steam Deck, and this is the first game you downloaded. Perfect. I found my people. As it should be the first game. You should be able to use cheats for the emulators on Nintendo. Yeah, that would be nice. Sometimes they release cheat versions of the games on the NSO emulators. They will like release like special editions that have cheats built into them. But they that's only been for like the older games. For some reason they stopped doing that for anything above Super Nintendo, which I found kind of peculiar. But enough chit chat. Officer Copper is here to serve, and to serve I shall. Any going-ons? I've heard that Katrina the Fortune Teller will be here on July 18th. Okay. Yo, what's up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. Good morning, Dolore. Good morning, Nick. Good to see you back in here. Hope you're doing well today. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, this is a lot of stuff. We're gonna take all this stuff. How do I download any games like Animal Crossing to my phone without paying for them with an emulator? So you would just have to find the right places to download them. It's like a little bit, that's the biggest barrier of entry for emulation. And that goes to anybody out there. That the biggest barrier of entry for emulation is how to find the games without downloading viruses to your computer or device. The truth is like that's the hard part. Because Nintendo has been really working hard to remove their games off the internet. And I just heard about a news article that 3 massive emulation ROM sites, we call the game files ROMs, if you don't know, just got taken down. And it wasn't just Nintendo, it was actually like Sony. And there was, I think it was Sony, Sega, and like something else. And they like issued a bunch of lawsuits and stuff and ripped all this stuff off the internet. And there was one Nintendo. It was a website that had Nintendo Switch stuff, Switch 2 stuff. So yeah, it's sketchy. Like, to answer your question, you would just have to find the right website and you would just have to download it to answer your question. But that's the trick, knowing the right websites, right? That's the tough part. Ooh, we got a funky dot shirt. Oh, we're getting our funky dot on today, dude. All right, we're going to put this back here. Now we're going to put this back here. Ooh. Ooh, we have a pineapple bed in here. Ooh, some maple leaf paper. Yo, see you later, Booker. Oh, see, looks like that was our last lost item. I apologize. I'm sorry. Please don't be mad at me. Sorry. Oh, nice, Starling. That's cool. I wanna dump my own games one day. One day I'll like start going into that process. It's not that bad, especially if you have stuff like EverDrives and like the technology that you need to rip stuff isn't too bad. I know a little bit about it. One day I'll look into it. Booker, who hurt you? I know, Booker's so sad. Rip ugly shirt? Yeah, ugly shirt got replaced with an uglier shirt. I mean, look at me. I'm gross. I look like a Mike and Ike box. And the worst flavored one too. Game Boy Operator? Yeah, I've heard about that one. Yeah. I got my Switch 2, and me and my daughter are thinking of starting fresh New Horizons Islands. That's what I did. It was good, Cincy. It's been fun. It's been fun. It's been a nice little journey. Hey, Margie. Good morning. I had a weird feeling that I'd run into you today. I must be psychic, because it sure has been a while. She's cute. Yeah, Good and Plenty. The Good and Plenty. I didn't think about Good and Plenty, but Mike and Ike was close enough. Morning aerobics? You weren't planning on skipping out on the aerobics, were you? No, I'll be there. Just on my official GameCube version of the game. Not this one. This is my stream version. Yeah, we got Peanut. You want me to go say hi to Peanut? Let's go say good morning to the little cutie. Where'd she go? Huh? Who's that? Could it be Hylian? It is! I totally made the right decision to get up early. It's been 3 weeks, you know. What have you been doing all this time, slacker? Hey, did you want something or what? I need some work. How come you always show up when I have nothing for you to do? Do you plan it that way? You match Peanut? Yeah, I do. Ha ha ha! You've got a real problem on your hands. You see, I'm gonna take your pineapple bed, and there's nothing you can do about it, slacker. That's just the way it's gonna be. Still, that's what you get for coming up and talking to me. The only thing you can do now is either take my shanty ment or my manor wall. Wait, are you robbing me? So, which one do you want? What? Where's the I don't want to trade option? What? Are you literally robbing me? It doesn't seem like a fair trade for your pineapple bed. Now I feel all bad. I'm sorry, slacker. I'm gonna take it and there's nothing you can do about it. Yep, welcome to Animal Crossing Grand Theft Auto Edition, where you get robbed at gunpoint for your pineapple bed. People don't know. People don't know about this game. Grand Theft Animal. Grand Theft Animal. I just got robbed. Dude, me too, man. Dude, seriously, Twitch Thomas, dude. I'd love some retro Pokemon games on there. We'll see what they do. It's rumored, but I don't know, man. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's bound to happen, and I think it's the best way to try to sell Switch 2s. Right? You've been saving it for so long. And you want to know the only problem, Twitch Thomas? Hey, my bridge, look! Look at how sick this bridge is! Look, dude! Whoa, that is so dope, dude. That's a sick bridge. I love this bridge, dude. This is becoming my favorite town ever. Yo, what up, Ron? That's what you get for carrying something valuable around. Yeah. So yeah, what I was gonna say was, so here's the only problem. Twitch Thomas, let's talk about this for a second. Next year is like a big anniversary for Pokemon. And people are convinced they're gonna save that stuff for next year. Doesn't that suck? It's like, dude, they've been saving it for so long. It's like, can you stop saving and give us games? However, I did hear a rumor that they're going to drop a GameCube NSO game on us next Tuesday. For the Pokemon Presents in July, they're going to drop a GameCube NSO game on us. We're going to get either Gale of Darkness or Pokemon XD, and they're going to shadow drop it in next week's Direct, Pokemon Presents. Yeah, it's either, what is it, Coliseum or Gale of Darkness, whatever one. I don't remember the names of them. They're hedging us, yeah. So we might get a new Pokemon game to play on the Switch 2 as soon as next week, which would be sick. Yo, Shy Chai, good morning. By the way, good to see you. I didn't say good morning to you. What's up, Rizzy Lizzy? Good to see you back in here, by the way. Anuka Zan, welcome back as well. So this is Animal Crossing GameCube. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this game real quick. We got a question about it. Dre Level Up. This is Animal Crossing GameCube, the original Animal Crossing that came out back in 2002 for the Western audience and 2001 for Japan. Now, it should be stated that there's about 5 different versions of this game, actually. It originally started on the Nintendo 64. Hear me out. So Nintendo 64, and it was the Japanese version. Then they made an American GameCube version, and they liked it so much, so this was the same game, that they made a Japanese version of the same GameCube version, if that's confusing. So they went from 64 Japan to GameCube American to then GameCube Japan. Then there's also a Chinese version. Oh, and I skipped the first GameCube Japanese one. I think there was one of those. Well, I think it went 64 Japan, GameCube Japan. The timeline is always confusing. Regardless, there's like 5 versions of this game. Only one of them is in English. The one that I'm playing. Now, this is a special version of the game, though. All right? It's called the Deluxe Edition. And this is a fan-made version of the game where a fan of the game took all of those 5 versions and is putting them into one definitive version of the game. Welcome to Animal Crossing Deluxe. It has clothing and items and features that were never released in the American version. Characters, NPCs. Then they went as far as adding quality of life, like in better storage systems, stuff that we didn't see until later titles in the franchise. Then they went as far as making the island accessible outside of the crazy Game Boy Advance connection stuff. And even started adding wallpapers and floorings that weren't available until Wild World on DS. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying is this is not normal Animal Crossing GameCube. This is the Deluxe edition. And what I am starting to realize is the definitive edition of the game. It takes all of this stuff that we missed out on and adds it to the game, while also creating a somewhat fresh experience. Purists might be a little put off by some of the changes that I've just mentioned. Purist might say, but I want to play the game in its original glory. But you should know that the mod developer, while I can't speak for them directly, they've done a really, really good job keeping the game honest. They're not adding stuff in here that takes away from the charm of the game necessarily. And everything that they do add is almost like optional. So for example, and I'll give you one example of this. Way back in Animal Crossing GameCube, this game, you couldn't identify your fossils with blathers. Anybody here play Animal Crossing? You know what I'm talking about, right? You take your fossils to blathers and you have blathers tell you what the fossil is. You couldn't do that in this game. In this game, you had to mail them to a fake museum. So in this game, you had to take the fossil and you had to mail it to a fake museum called the Faraway Museum. The next day, they would come back, all right? And then you would give them to Blathers. And there's a story. This is actually lore. It's because Blathers in this game technically didn't have his certificate yet. And he actually gets it in Wild World. Like when you play Animal Crossing Wild World, the next game in the franchise, he says at the beginning of the game, I have officially finished my schooling and I got my certificate and now I can identify fossils. So it's actually kind of like a part of the story. But in this game, he was still a wee lad who hadn't figured out his paleontology degree quite yet. Well, the Deluxe Edition solves it. Tristan, welcome in here, dude. In Animal Crossing Deluxe Edition, you can just go straight to Blathers and have him identify your fossils. So you might be saying, but wait a second, Hylian, doesn't that kind of take away from the charm of the game? Well, guess how he implemented the system? You have to donate 10 fossils first before Blathers allows you to identify them with him. So when you load up the game, you still have to play like it's 2002. But as you progress playing the Deluxe Edition, you eventually get the freedom of just having Blathers identify him for you. A beautiful compromise, keeping the charm of the game alive, but giving you the quality of life eventually. And that's one example of literally how genius this developer is. His name is Cuyler. And I'm not trying to glaze him, but like seriously, like I just wanted to give you that example because he's considering the charm. He's not just making this a washed out version of the game with like too much quality of life. He's considering that the charm should still be there. And it's really good, man. Yeah, anybody can play this. This is anybody can play this. This is you can find the link right here. And this emulator dev has not made a game. No, I don't think so. This is his passion project. I don't think they've ever made a game outside of like this. To answer that question. No, I think this is just a big passion project of theirs. I can't speak for them though, but if you ever see them in the chat, you're welcome to ask, by the way, because they pop into the chat pretty often. The mod developer actually has been frequenting our streams and popping in and chatting with us and answering questions when they feel like it and stuff like that. So if you see them around, don't be shy to ask. Maybe they have played something. Their name is Cuyler 36, I think. So Cuyler. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. What's up, Captain? This game brings so much nostalgia. Yeah, I love this game so much, man. If you're lurking, please make a game. I like that there's lore to the first games, but I just can't with the graphics. Yeah, I understand that, Dre. I understand that, Dre, man. Not everybody is into playing these old crusty games. Yeah. I get that. What's up, Ms. Moni? You know, and that's why you're here, because you can let me play the crusty games for you. That's what I'm here for. I'll play the crusty games. You can hang out and relax and enjoy the show. Let me play the crust. Dang it. I'm still trying to get a stump. I'm still trying to get a stump symbol. No luck. Crusty like licking Switch cartridges. I wouldn't know anything about that. You know that meme? You know that meme with Drake where he's like, he says one thing and he says nah, and then you say something else and he's like, yeah. That's that meme is what I was thinking of when you said the amiibo card thing. I was like, licking Switch cartridges? Nah. Eating amiibo cards? Yeah. He's like, there's so many weeds to pull. Ugh. But he does help. If you help him, such a wholesome ghost. Oh yeah, dude, I love the ghost. I love the ghost, dude. Oh, dude, nice, the meme. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron, dude. Thank you, dude. What, I put a plus? No, the plus ruined it. Well, I ruined it. Here's the actual meme. You had a dream about breakfast soup because of this chat yesterday? Breakfast soup. I could see that being delicious. Breakfast soup. What would I put in breakfast soup? That's so interesting. What would I put in breakfast soup? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I love Wisp. So the first time I ever ran into Wisp was one of my most memorable moments with these games. Because in this game, when Wisp shows up, you actually can't see him. Right? So like when Wisp shows up in this game, he just whispers to you. Honey, Wisp, whisper. So let me paint this story for you. Imagine you're sitting in your room, you're 15, 16 years old, and you're up way later than you should be. It's maybe a weekend, maybe it's a Friday or a Saturday. And it's like 2, 3 in the morning. And you're running around in the world of Animal Crossing, alone in your attic, wherever your bedroom is, playing on your little CRT television. And as you're running through the world, all of a sudden, this message appears in the game. Like, oh, help me. Dude, I about pooed my pants when I was a kid. I was like, wait, what? What's going on? And then it's like, no, over here. And you're like, what? Who's talking to me? And when I was a kid, I didn't know who Wisp was. I wasn't on the internet. I didn't know all the secrets of the game. And then this continues happening until you finally run into Wisp, and then he reveals himself as this ghost. But dude, the first time that Wisp ever appeared in Animal Crossing, dude, I straight up was like scared. I was like, dude, what is happening? Like, this character I never knew. In the middle of the night, it was like 3 in the morning. I'm playing the game and this ghost appears, dude. Dude, oh my gosh, I was terrified. Hey, Hylian, do you mind if I check out your items to see if you have anything I want? Let's see. Well. Say, what do you have? What use do you have for a manor wall? You just don't seem like the type to me. Why don't I buy it? Yeah, sure. I mean, at least I got something from getting robbed. Quay, 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 do, re, mi, mo, mi, mo, mi, mo. Mo, me, mo, mo. Mo, mo, me, mo. Me, mo, mo. Nice little twist for a cozy game. Online Mario Kart World. It is this morning. Oh, nice. Nice. Get it, dude. Enjoy some gaming. Enjoy some racing. Maybe warm up with a little bit of free roam. Yo, I gotta say this because I was loving it. But we raided SPS and we decided to race with them for a little bit yesterday, right? And we were playing some Mario Kart World. And at one point, I jumped into the races for just like briefly. And so it was me, Jess MP, and Wonder Waffle Prime in first, second, and third place. And I just laughed because I was like we would show up in somebody else's lobby and just like take over because like, even though we're like a pretty casual community, we get a little sweaty in here, you know, like even though we're like a little casual here, like we get like a little sweaty in here. So like, I just like laughed so hard because I was like, we joined it, and SPS is just like they're relaxing. They're not, you know, they're making it very clear. They're just taking their time. Like they're not here. They're not trying to do all that. They're just chilling. And we show up and we're like we're almost like the sweat lords in that scenario. We're getting them. Like, yeah, we're winning this race. Like it was like all three of us in top from the stream here. I was seriously laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh. It really hit me that like some of us stepped out of that kind of casual window because we just been playing the game so much. Like we know what we're doing. We've been playing a lot on this channel, right? Yeah, it was sick. It was fun. Yeah. Oh dear me, 1,000 pardons. So terribly sorry. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a night. Yes. Yes, well, by the by, might there be something with which I can assist you? Identify. Oh, marvelous. Splendid. What mysterious treasure might you need identified? Ooh, now, what a smashing fossil. I see. This beauty is most certainly a trilobite. Indeed, I had put up a valiant effort to elude identification, yet I endured what? Quite the battle, yes? I may have already sank 100 hours into World. Don't tell anyone I told you, though. Mum's the word. I'll keep it between us. Getting ready for jury duty. Oh, no, Kels. Well, at least you get paid 20 bucks for that. What you gonna do with your $20? Gonna go get yourself a sandwich or something? Yo, what's up, M Online, by the way? Good morning, M. Thanks for the follows coming in here today. Thank you for the YouTube subscriptions this morning, by the way. It's wonderful seeing some of y'all out there. Good morning, Super. Nannerton, good to see you, Zeldarian. Enjoy your lurk if you're lurking. Enchanted Ascari and Targary. Thanks for tuning in today, fam. Hylian busting out all the voices is always a vibe. I live for it. Oh, thank you, Pixie. I'm gonna need you to voice act for the emulators dude's future game, please. You get paid for jury duty? Yeah, don't they send you like 20 bucks? Yeah. They send you like 10 or 20 bucks for doing jury duty. Yeah. Is it only like $9? That's brutal. $15 a day. Yeah. You actually get paid for jury duty. Even though they force it on you, they still throw you like a couple dollars for doing it. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Isn't that like a weird like tidbit of information? Can you just troll if you get picked for duty? I mean, like in a sense you could. Yeah, like if trolling is like just purposefully, you know, choosing whatever you want based off of your own interest versus the evidence or whatever, like, yeah, you could. Yeah, in theory, you could just troll, I suppose. Donkey Kong Bonanza is only for the Switch 2, unfortunately. You can get arrested for messing with courts. Yeah, I guess you don't want to troll, obviously. Yeah. You probably don't. You don't want to like just obviously do it. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. You can be held in contempt. Yeah, sorry. Bonanza's only Switch 2. What's up, Saridra? Good to see you. Bloodraven says, I have a question about the system transfer between Switches. My sister has a Switch and it died on her, and it won't turn back on. If she buys the new one, can she still do the system transfer? I think the answer is no. That sucks. That sucks big time. Yeah, you need to figure out how to get it to turn on. The first thing I would do was get a different power cord. The second thing I would do is I would get a hold of Nintendo. See if you can get it repaired. That's the steps I would take. First thing I would do is I would look into the power cord, maybe buy a new one off the internet or use like your Switch 2 one, which you actually can do that. And then if it's still not working with a different power cord, then you might need to get a hold of Nintendo, see if you can get it repaired. Yeah, we're starting at normal time. We'll be playing Donkey Kong from the start of the stream on. So tomorrow's schedule we'll start at 8 a.m. We'll start playing Donkey Kong around 9:30 a.m. Around right now. A little bit earlier than this. So why do I say that? Well, I'm not going to dive straight into Donkey Kong. I'm going to chat a little bit and give people a chance to get here. So if you want to see the intro of Donkey Kong live, you'll want to be here around 9 a.m. or so, about an hour into my broadcast. And then, of course, you'll be able to watch the VODs if you want to see my first reaction. So that's how I usually do brand new releases. I'll hang out for about an hour just chatting, giving people a chance to wake up and get here with the excitement. And then and this also gives people a chance to come say good morning without spoilers. So there's two reasons why I like to wait. So people can come and say good morning, and then they can drift into a lurk if they're trying to avoid spoilers for the new game. And then also it gives people a chance to get here if you want to watch me interact with the game. So yeah. Probably about an hour into the broadcast, we'll load her up, and we're going to be playing all day tomorrow. And when I say all day, like probably all day. So we'll be doing the thing. If you know what I mean. If you've been here before, you know what I'm saying. Now, there's always unforeseen circumstances, maybe a rough night of sleep or something like that. But right now, the plan is to spend Thursday to Sunday just living in Donkey Kong Bonanza's world. So, yeah, expect me here for some long streams. That's why I've been taking it easy this week. Early on, because we're going to be really sinking our teeth into this game. Expect some nice hearty broadcast. Expect some nice hearty streams well into the evening. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful weekend of brand new games, baby. Brand new games, baby. I'm so excited, dude. Ooh, yes, indeed. That's a drone beetle, if I'm not utterly mistaken. How grotesque. Bleh. They're called beetles, what? The lugs of the insect world. Insects with armor plating their backs, you know. Their armor. It opens up, revealing wings, featherless wings, which they use to fly. It's quite really unnatural. Then there's a thin membrane-like covering where their heads connect to their bodies. Most foul. Look at his face, dude. Look at his eyes, dude. Ooh, but I digress. All right, let's get out of here. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we'll be here all day playing Donkey Kong. If you're avoiding spoilers, don't stress yourself out. There'll be plenty of opportunities for you to come and say hello. It should be a lot of fun, man. I'm pretty excited. Do 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 do. Oh, we still haven't found Tad. Where the heck is Tad? All right, let's get these fossils in here so we can mail them. No midnight release for Bonanza. I'll just show up at my normal time tomorrow at 8 a.m. No midnight release. I thought about doing a midnight release for Bonanza, but I decided against it. No midnight release this time. If it was a Friday, I think I actually would have did a midnight release. But Thursday is way too awkward for my audience, and most people are going to miss it. And I think for the majority of us, we'll probably appreciate the 8 a.m. start time versus midnight. Like, it's just, Thursday's just awkward, dude. I don't like Thursday release days. I think it's stupid. Would it be playable at midnight? Yeah, it's going to be playable at midnight. Even as early as 9 p.m., depending on if you live on the Pacific Coast. Yeah. Yes, tonight. It is available. Are you playing ACNH today? Maybe? We're going to be focusing on retro Animal Crossing for most of today, but we'll see. We'll see where our journey takes us. Thursday's better than a Tuesday. I mean, true. True. Big true, actually. Yo, what up, Nook? How we feeling here today? Happy Wednesday, everyone who's rolling in. How we feeling today? Good to see you, Silver Blink and DJ Weed Pizza. How we doing today, DJ Weed? Welcome back in here, dude. Dragon Tamer's in the house. Good morning. The Tamer of Dragons. Tiny bit stressed. Welcome to the broadcast as well. We got Durbear in the house. Good morning. Great Bambi. Hope you're feeling good today. Four Color Diva, welcome back. Bored at the airport, waiting to fly out. Dag. We'll grab this shovel. What up, Druck? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back in here. Do you still think it's worth it to get the OG Switch? Yeah, I'd say so. The only problem with the OG Switch now is FOMO for games that are going to be Switch 2 exclusive. That would be the only negative that I could think of off the top of my head. Otherwise, dude, yeah, the Switch 1's still going to be supported somewhat. Nintendo's already made it clear. And there'll be plenty of games coming out for Switch 1 as well. Mostly like ports and stuff like that. And I think it's very worth it. I don't think they're going to drop in price anytime soon. So I wouldn't wait for that. I think it'd be very worth it. I think the only problem with picking up a Switch 1 would be when they, you know, announce Animal Crossing Switch 2, you're going to be going, frick. Now I have to get a Switch 2 to play that, right? Like, that's the only problem. So. Bum, ba, bum. Got a meeting for work in Indiana tomorrow, then I fly home Friday. I was wondering where you were headed out to. Yo, what's up, Ghost Compass? Good to see you. Ooh, I like this big cactus. I like this big old cactus right here. I will also say this. This is like a little bit of a weird PSA, but I'm gonna say it anyways. So, there's been an unfortunate discovery that some malicious types of people have been essentially reselling, so like buying a game and then selling it used after essentially making a copy of the game. And these copies are causing people to get in trouble indirectly by Nintendo. This is a pretty rare thing, and I don't think it's going to be happening a lot. But like, just a heads up, if you're buying games, specifically games used, like it actually, you could maybe like run into like some issues. And this is not something that you need. This is not like a warning necessarily, but just like something that you all should be aware of. if you're somebody who participates in buying used games, physical used games, like weird stuff is going on and you just need to know about this. Yeah, Nintendo. I can explain a little further, but I didn't want to overload people with details. But now that I got that out of the way, I can explain a little further for Starling and for the tech heads. So what's happening is every game has a unique code that's attached to it. And that's how Nintendo can tell. So what's happening is, let's say I go buy a copy of Breath of the Wild, and then I dump that copy of Breath of the Wild on my computer, and then I distribute it illegally on the internet. Let's say I give it to everybody here in this chat. I give you all a copy of my Tears of the King, my Breath of the Wild. Well, this copy has a unique code built into it, a unique identifier. This is how Nintendo's getting people. So what's happening is, then let's say you go and you buy that copy of Breath of the Wild. Let's say like I sell it. Let's say I sell it to the store, and then you show up at GameStop and you're like, I'm gonna buy that used copy of Breath of the Wild. Well, that copy that I distributed on the internet that Nintendo has flagged as an illegal copy of the game, all of a sudden, now you own it. You plug it into your Switch thinking I'm going to play some Breath of the Wild. It gets flagged as one of the known illegal copies of the game on the internet, and your Nintendo account gets banned. And then you have to call Nintendo, you have to show proof of purchase, and then they'll give you your account back. So they are like, it's not a permanent ban. They're making people show proof of purchase. So keep your receipts, because if you can prove that you bought the game, then they just give you your account back and stuff. But doesn't that sound like a massive headache? Yeah, just an account ban. It's not a system ban. That system ban stuff was blown out of proportion. Just an account ban. So like, for example, you couldn't go online with your Nintendo account. Yeah, just an account ban. So it's like it's real terrible. It's honestly just a headache. It's honestly just a headache is what it is. So again, this is more just a PSA. Be mindful of where you're buying your used games. And just know that like this isn't something you need to stress too much about, because not everybody has the technology to dump their games. This is a rare problem. Okay, so I want to make it clear, this isn't something that you need to spike your anxiety about. Very few people know how to get the technology to dump their games. And even less people are going to take those games and distribute them illegally. So don't like overthink this right now, but you all deserve to know this is happening. And to be mindful of your used purchases. I'm not going to lie to you. If you want to know how I'm going to handle this, just so you can get some insight, I might not ever buy another used Nintendo Switch game ever again. Like, that sounds a little drastic, but I'm not going to joke. I'm probably just never, ever going to buy a Nintendo Switch game used ever again. Period. That's just how I'm going to do it. Because I don't even want to deal with my account getting banned. I don't even want to spend a single day with my account banned. I don't want to deal with calling Nintendo. I don't want to ever deal with any of that. Ever. So I'm just straight up never buying another used game again. And that sucks, because used games are sometimes a pretty nice way to get a cheaper copy of a game. Yeah, exactly, Kodhimi. So now you should consider, because I am a full-time streamer, my situation's a little different. Right, exact. Thank you for saying that. Right. It's like I have to care about this a little bit more than your average person. Exactly, DJ Weed Pizza, right? Like, I wouldn't be using Facebook Marketplace to buy games. That's actually what I'm really trying to say here, chat room. I wouldn't be buying used games off of Facebook Marketplace. Buy them from GameStop, where you can get a receipt. Buy them from a store where you can get a receipt. Don't buy used games from some random dude off the street anymore for Nintendo Switch, because you could very well be getting scammed. Yeah, exactly, Altanor. Yeah. That's really what we're saying here, is like, just don't be buying games off of like Facebook Marketplace, dude. Like, that's just really not a good idea. Oh man, you're telling me Hobo Joe down the block isn't reliable for games no mo? I know, dude. Rain, sleet, snow, or hail, we'll deliver what you mail. Thank you. But I plan on picking up older gen stuff anyways, right? What about the full console? That you have to be careful about the full consoles as well, because there was a couple reports of people buying a console off of the marketplace, and then that console had an online ban. So again, like, your system's not getting bricked. Like, for the record, that was all over blemished. What's happening is like a specific system can be banned off the internet. And you do have to be careful. That is actually a different thing, but that's still a part of the same conversation. Yes. There's actually already been multiple reports of somebody buying a Switch 2 off of Facebook Marketplace, and that Switch 2 had been banned off the internet, and they couldn't access the internet. So yeah, actually that is a thing you need to worry about as well. But to be fair, that's been a thing you need to worry about forever. Xbox has been banning people off the internet since Xbox 360. PlayStation has been banning accounts off the internet since the PlayStation 4. So that's been something you've had to worry about forever. It just so happens to kind of be brought back to light now, and it's something you've always needed to worry about. Yeah. When are you going to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4? We played it last Saturday night. You can find the VOD over on YouTube and on Twitch. And I don't know if we'll be playing it again anytime soon. I will be honest. Probably not again anytime too soon. But I might. But it'll just be something we play casually. So before I step away from this internet drama stuff a little bit, just a little bit of drama stuff, I just want to quickly mention this as well. Also, did y'all hear about the weird stuff going on with the Subnautica devs? Oh man, I love Subnautica so much, and a bunch of stuff happened. I'm so sad. Like, dude, Subnautica was such a good game. I've been looking forward to Subnautica 2 for so long. And then all of a sudden, all this nonsense came out, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about it too much because it's like a bunch of hearsay. But either way, what you need to know is that Subnautica 2 might not be coming out. We might not be getting Subnautica 2, and if we do, it might not be what we want it to be. And it's really, really unfortunate. I've been waiting for that game for a long time, dude. I'm pretty sad about this, actually. So I think I just need to play Subnautica 1 again, and I'll feel happy. Because it's a really good game. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Yeah. I gotta go look it up. Yeah, go look it up. So, like, I can give you the quick TLDR, but essentially, Subnautica got a new publisher. The publisher Crafton, that already was in drama, and they're the publisher of Dinkum, and they're known for kind of being scummy, apparently. So they got a new publisher called Crafton, and then Crafton apparently decided to hold back their bonuses. So the drama was Crafton's withheld their money. For something happened, and this new publisher said, you're not getting your paychecks. And like delayed the game and like delayed their paychecks. And they said they had their reasons for doing it. And we're not going to go into the reasons because it's all hearsay right now. But they said they had their reasons for doing it. And the developers of Subnautica said, well, screw you. We're not going to work on this project and stuff if you're screwing us on our money. And it turned into a whole debacle. At the end of the day, you want to know the truth? None of that matters, because what matters is the gamers are losing again. The gamers are losing again. Here we go, losing again, because these developers and publishers can't get it together, dude. It's so sad and unfortunate. Get it together, dude. Y'all are trashing, man. Here we are losing again. We can't just get a good game every once in a while. It's always got to be some drama, nonsense, BS, dude. These companies, man, I'm so sad. Like, you couldn't just get the game out. You had to do this. You had to play Tiddlywinks. Oh, it's so sad, dude. Nah, Subnautica 2 wasn't already out. Subnautica Below Zero was basically a DLC kind of thing. Technically, it was the second game, but it wasn't called Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2 was still being worked on. It's sad how these devs split up like that. Yeah, dude, it's so sad, dude. We're missing out on good games because these companies, dude. Oh. Anyways, I just needed to share that because I hadn't talked about it yet. Hylian, have you ever tried naan bread? It's good and good for weight loss attempts. Yeah, I like naan. I use naan pretty frequently. Kiss and make up for the games, please. It's like watching mom and dad fight. Please do it for the games. Do it for the gamers. Stay together for the gamers, please. All right, let's get one more ticket. I'm here to get some tickets. Devs shouldn't have to stick with bad publishers. I mean, true, you know, and that's not what we're saying, obviously. We're just saying intrinsically, it just, like, in general, it just sucks to see this happening constantly in the gaming industry. You know, we're joking, right? Like, please stay together. Yeah, you know, obviously, you got to take care of yourself, you know. Doesn't mean it doesn't suck, and it doesn't mean that we're not losing as gamers, again, as I said. So... All right, let's sell this stuff. Oh wait, I think I need that armchair. No, that was for a different build in a different game. All right, sick. I was thinking of my office build from my Animal Crossing GameCube official hardware. It's plugged in my room. I'm still looking for an armchair in that game, and I haven't found one yet. All right, let's go find Tad, dude. Tad is evading us. Hopefully some delays not canceling. Well, yeah, you gotta go look into it yourself for this specific situation. It's a little weird. It's a bit different. Yeah, it's the game's probably never coming out. Unfortunately. We'll see, maybe, but it might not ever come out. Now they're caught up in courts. Now they're suing each other and stuff. Like, it's a whole thing, dude. Wait a minute, are you Hylian? Yo, what's up, Turi? How you been, buddy?
I was just thinking about how I haven't seen you at all lately. Do you have any trouble waking up? So, what do you need? Aw, if you only gotten here sooner, I did have something, but now I don't. Hey, and twice in one day. It's cool that you're so busy, even on rainy days. I just want to sleep. Hey, so what do you need me for? Hey, are you buds with Gonzo? You know, Gonzo lives here in town. If you two aren't that close, let me clue you in on a few things you might be interested in knowing.
What? Any tips?
All right, here goes. Listen up. Gonzo is, let's see here. I'm awfully sorry. My brain's like a sieve. I think it might take a while for me to remember. You should probably just, find out yourself.
Yo, what's up, Tur? Yeah, we're playing the Deluxe edition. Yeah. We're playing the Deluxe edition, dude. Publishers are normally third party, so it's not Microsoft just owning and firing everyone. Yeah, right. Like, there's still a chance that the game comes out, but it's just all muddy and legal stuff, as I was saying. Yeah, like, I'm just not going into the details because I don't remember them, but I'm, like, a little pessimistic about the game coming out because, like, once you get into the courts, everything gets weird, right? Tangy being a cutie. Thanks for nothing, Derwin. You got us all gassed up on some. You got us all gassed up on some tea, and then you never delivered said tea. That's the worst. I still don't think we found our money rock today. I don't think so. I've been like half paying attention. What up, Sunset Alpaca? Yo, HDes waves in the chat. Good to see ya, Alpaca. Recently started playing this Deluxe version myself. Yeah, nice, dude. Yeah, Deluxe is beautiful. I am obsessed with this version of Animal Crossing. Yo, speaking of tea, good morning, Blush. All right, Tabby, don't you dare get close to me. Never mind, we just got tea. This game is giving me PTSD from pulling those endless weeds. It's like what, you get like 3 to 5 a day or something, and if you don't keep up on it, it'll catch up to you quick. Now there is a little hack for you. Wisp the ghost will actually pick the weeds for you. If you didn't know that, Wisp the ghost will actually pick the weeds if you find him at nighttime. So if you find Wisp in the middle of the night and you do his mini game, which is actually, side note, the same mini game from New Horizons, then he gives you the option of, just like New Horizons, either giving you a random item that you don't have, or he actually offers to pick all of the weeds in town for you. Your choice. So you can either get a random item from the game that you don't have in your inventory, just like New Horizons, something you've never got in your catalog, or he can pick all the weeds for you. It's pretty cool. So basically, he's Leaf, right? Yeah, see, somebody already caught on to that. So basically, he's Leaf, right? Yeah.
HD browse, HD browse, HD browse, HD browse, HD browse, HD browse, HD browse.
Wait a second.
HD browse, HD browse.
No, you don't say.
HD browse, HD
Wow.
browse, HD browse.
And then they what?
HD browse, HD browse,
Shut up.
HD browse, HD browse, HD
Get out of stop.
HD browse, HD browse, HD browse,
No fucking way, dude.
HD browse, HD browse, HD browse.
And you just expect me to sit here?
HD browse, HD browse, HD browse, HD browse,
Crazy.
HD browse.
Absolutely crazy. Thank you for 37 months, faux for all. Thank you for your continued support. Sheesh, I would have never guessed that HDes browse was what solved world peace. Oh, we just got our money rock. Okay, so we don't have to bang on any more rocks. That message, that resub message lacked Shreks. Silver Blink, you buddy old pal. I'm gonna tell you what where you can take your Shreks, buddy. Dude, where's Tad at? Tad's literally just nowhere. You have Tangy in my village? Oh, dude, nice, Terry. We got Tangy here as well. Whoa, Gonzo's got a ring. Dude, and it's one of the rare wallpapers. Look. No way, Gonzo has one of the rare wallpapers. Dude, look at that. What? Dude, you ready to fight, Gonzo? Ahem. And you are? Hylian? What kind of name is that, Badger? My name's Gonzo. So are we through here, mate? I gotta get some coffee. I'll be right back. Hey, what's going on in here? This gyroid is Hylian when he doesn't get his morning coffee. All right, I'm sorry I did that to y'all. I'm sorry. I feel like a big bag of garbage in the morning, mate. So why are you even talking to me? Can I help? You want to help me? Well, aren't you the fine, upstanding citizen? I want you to take this picture book to Tabby. Can you handle that? Ooh, we like a delivery. Sorry. As I walked away, I was like, this is not a good troll. What am I doing? As I walked away, I'm like in the bathroom tinkling, and I'm just like, I really shouldn't have done that. I really should have left some music on or something. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I went too far here. Maybe I went too far with this one. Woo, this coffee's spicy. Yo, what's up, strawberry grass? I miss villager deliveries. Yeah, me too. I kept saying what and that on YouTube. Yeah, it kept saying what and that. Oh, dude, good morning, Sam's Lost Shoe. It was, the caption kept saying what and that. That's so funny. What that? What that? What that? What? That's funny, actually. Why is that so funny? Dude, Ted is... So every once in a while in this game, a villager will just disappear. And it's like they took a day to like leave town. I swear, this used to happen to me as a kid. Every once in a while... Never mind, he's right here. Wow, well, thanks for making me seem like an absolute chode. This game, I hate this game sometimes. I hate this game sometimes. I'm over here about to tell a story about my childhood. And then the game's just like, he's right here. Yeah, good morning, Scarlet. Oh, my lord.
Hylian, long time no see, huh? Have you been skipping your morning stroll lately or what? Anywho, you probably want something, don't you? So, what is it?
I'm picking up.
What's that? Can't hear you, huh? A watch? Nah, no idea what you're talking about right now. But now that I think about it, I did see Margie sneaking out of my house with something a while back. I didn't think much of it, but I'd go talk to Margie about it if you catch my drift. I'm not talking to Drift, I'm talking to Tad.
Just kidding. Bad Animal Crossing jokes are bad. All right, we got a nice tall cactus to put in here. And I think it'll go perfect in the house. I like a nice tall plant. I guess I don't really have any space for the cactus right now. This thing's gotta go. Guess I'll put it in here for now. Do we have a section for furniture yet? We do down here, I guess. Let's put it in its own tab. Let's go ahead and bust out our luxury tuxedo. Yeah, I'm feeling tuxedoed out today. This is an official piece of Gracie Grace brand merchandise. This ain't just any outfit. The outfit that my character's wearing is a piece of Gracie Grace certified clothing. Like, this is the real deal. Like, I'm talking like Gucci, Prada, Venti, something, you know, along those lines. Oh, he's rich. Yeah, I got a designer outfit, baby. I miss these types of personalities with villagers. If they give us a New Horizons with these old villager attitudes, it would be perfect. I'm pretty confident Animal Crossing 2026 is going to be announced this summer. And this is completely baseless. It's just in my gut. Ooh, we're close to paying off our full debt. It's just in my gut. I think it's happening. All right, we got Tabby's picture book here, and we have to go find Margie. Yeah, what's up, Nerd Dad? What up, Nerd Papa? What up, Nerd Papa? Good to see you, buddy. Been on some serious back issues, but finally able to sit up and enjoy the stream. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Ooh, man. I've had a little bit of that stuff happen in my life, and I'll tell you, it's not fun. Did you just cray Sean? I did just cray Sean. I was wondering if anybody knew what I was attempting to reference there, but terribly. I referenced that pretty terribly, to be fair. Like, I didn't remember the song after a second. I had to Google her name. Yeah. Yo, what up, Coffee Cream? Good to see you. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, Margie, hey. Good morning, Tootie. So tell me, Hylian, what did you want? I'm picking up. Oh, actually, I know I probably shouldn't have, but I lent it to Tasha when I was done with it. Was that bad? That was bad, wasn't it? Oopsies. So, could you get it from Tasha? Wow. Wow. Where's Tasha? They're giving me the runaround this morning. Oh, she's not home. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. Hold it, loudmouth. Who are you to be so noisy this morn? Hey, hang on. You're Hylian, right? You haven't been too pleasant to me lately, have you? Well, I don't suppose I have all that much. I mind all that much. How have you been? I'm picking up. You don't mind having to do this, do you? Good, here it is. Don't forget to return this to Tangy and say hello for me. I'm relying on you. Try not to fail me utterly. Sheesh. Talk about a tsundere. Wow, you're really zooming along. You know, you'd be better off taking it easy in this rain. Don't tell me what to do, Tabby. Just take your freaking picture book and get out of here. Ooh, nice, some furniture. It's nice to know that there are people like you willing to go the extra mile. Aw, I was being rude to her and she was being cute to me. All right, let's use this as an umbrella. One of my favorite things to do in this game is spin the umbrella because the rain spins off of it. Look at that. It's the little things. It's the little things. You know what I mean? Like, this is what gaming was all about back in the day. And I know I sound like a fogey old dude, but like, this is what gaming was all about. Just running around and just twirling your umbrella. Do 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 do. All right, let's go find Tangy. She was at the fountain last I checked. Oh, what's up, Rex? Hey, what's up this morning? I think maybe it's been about 3 weeks since I saw you, cool cat. During that time, a whole lot of nothing's changed for me. And that kind of bites. So, what do you need, cool cat? I want a job, dude. What's up? I just had something. Oh, wait a minute. No, I guess not. Sorry about that. Hey, that's a pale chub, isn't it? Oh my gosh, my fly. You know, when I was a kid, my uncle always used to say to me, it's important to catch and raise critters until they get big and fat. Yeah, he used to live by those very words until one day he was bitten by an angry pale chub. That's why I want to catch every single pale chub until I get really big and fat. Wait, that story doesn't make any sense. So what? So his uncle said to catch critters and raise them, but then his uncle got bitten by a pale chub, so now he wants to catch everyone until he gets really big and fat? Hold on a second, I don't think that came out right. Oh well, who cares? Anyways, that's why I want to buy your pale chub for 2,500 bells. Dang, dude, that's like 10 times more than it's worth. He's serious about his grandpa's legacy. Or his uncle's. No, thank you, Hylian. Now I have something to remember my uncle by. Oh, and don't worry about my uncle. He's just fine. It'll take more than a little nibble to keep him down. Who was worried about your uncle? What? This got dark? Ah, you're back again. Well, it might be gloomy out, but you're still a little ray of sunshine. Anyways, what's up? Delivery? Oh, hey, you got my watch back. Sweet. If I'd known getting it back was going to be this easy, I'd have gotten it myself. I had to go to like 4 different people. What do you say? Whatever, Tangy. Whatever, dude. At least she gave me some furniture. Sick. Sick, sick. Bro's desperate. Barbecue. Ooh. Exotic wardrobe. Ooh. Okay. Some pretty good stuff, actually. Yo, what's up, Just Jackie? Good morning. Good to see you, Dude Supreme. Hope you're feeling good today, buddy. Heck yeah, we're getting Donkey Kong, yeah. We'll be playing Donkey Kong on release tomorrow morning. I woke up today wishing that today was tomorrow because I want to play so bad. Good morning, Ruby. Bum 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 bum. Beep-bo bo bo beep-bo. Nice. If we sell fruit today, we can actually pay our debt off. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go sell this fruit so we can pay our debt off. We're actually super close. Here's what we'll do. We'll drop our tools. And if we drop our tools, we can carry exactly $7,500 worth of fruit every time we sell. Yeah, you know you cannot stack fruit in this game. That was an age-old. This is an age-old thing here. You had to carry fruit individually. I saw IGN gave Donkey Kong a 10. Yeah, I saw that as well. The reviews are out and they all look good. I was predicting like an 8.8, an 8.7 personally, so it makes sense to me. Around a 9 makes sense. I'm pretty hyped, dude. What's up, Flip Toast? I heard a rumor that you're dressing up as Donkey Kong tomorrow. That's an unfortunate rumor because I hate to disappoint those who would look forward to something like that. I'm wishing it was Friday too. My work has been having... Your work's having a cookout tomorrow. Oh, nice. Dude, nothing like a cookout, especially when you're not the one cooking. We like some good food here. Did you see the casting for Link and Zelda this morning? Ooh, banana. Yeah, they casted Link and Zelda for the 2027 movie, which is cool. HD. Hi, Leanne. HD. Hi, Leanne is here. Yo, Titch. They said, I'm back, baby.
I'm back, B-Way BH to Scat Jam.
Thank you, Titch. Yo, thank you for the 11-month primer. Thank you again, Foe, by the way, for 37. One more time. Thank you for that. D. HD. Hi, Leanne. That's catchy. HD. Thank you, Titch. Thank you so much for that prime. Those primes are a free way to support your favorite casters. Thank you for supporting me with that prime. Appreciate that. Can you dress up like a banana instead? I'll think about it. I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. Dang it. Welcome in here, Band Slam. Good to see you. Wave them all in. Good to see you, Titch. Thank you. Hope everyone's feeling good out here on a Wednesday. Doing some retro crossing today. A little bit of a mix-up. I know we've been doing New Horizons, and New Horizons is lovely. We're far from done with our villager hunts, but I wanted to mix it up a bit today since we villager hunted the past couple days. Thought it might be nice to take a breather. Plus, I have to kick somebody out, and I'd rather do that off stream. The process of kicking somebody out is pretty boring. So I'm going to do that off stream this weekend, and then we'll start our villager hunt up again probably around Sunday, Monday. So it'll be a blast. I do want to take a quick moment to say thank you to those of you on YouTube for hitting that like button. We managed to hit our 20 like goal here today already, bright and early. Thank you. We have a daily goal to hit 20 likes over there. I'd appreciate anybody who could support that. No pressure ever. And of course, if you're over here on Twitch, if you're new, hit that like, or excuse me, that follow, if you would like to keep up with my show. I'm here pretty much every day. At this point, about 6 days a week on average. We do Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, Zelda, probably my top 3 games. But I'm a Nintendo baby at heart with a variety gamer's soul. I like to mix it up. But for my channel, I keep it pretty grounded on the Nintendo variety. A lot of people like to see me interact with my favorite games from my childhood. Animal Crossing being our main game on the channel. And honestly, I love this game so much, man. I ended my stream yesterday and I sent a message to someone, and the message like literally said word for word, just, I'm so happy that 6 years into streaming that I can load up basically one of my favorite games of all time. Just Animal Crossing in general, whether it be New Horizons, retro, and people just enjoy watching me play it. And you know, it's just cool. It just makes me super happy, and I'm very much in my element when I play Animal Crossing. It just fits really well for me and my show, and it's just cool, man. I just really appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. I wouldn't be here without all of you, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for believing in me. And just know that I believe in all of you. Hopefully you can slay whatever you need to slay today. Whatever you need to slay. What's up, Minda? Yeah, we were talking about that this morning. I like the casting so far. I think it looks good. Retro AC hits different. I was a late AC player. I wish I had experienced it from the start. I understand that feeling. I've been there. I've been there before. As far as like wishing that I experienced something from the beginning. Just know that these games are all pretty accessible in the modern era. If you wanted to emulate or get an opportunity to check these games out. I know it's a little different playing them nowadays. I know it's not the same as if you would have played them growing up, but just know that these games are pretty accessible in the modern era, so. Appreciate you, Alley Cat. Thank you. Thanks for getting that welcome command out there. Call me out of work today. Say like my dear cousin Donkish Kong the Third is in the hospital. My Donkish Kong the Third. I like that. You got this. You got this, Alto Girl. Hope you have a great day today. Yeah, we were chatting about that this morning. That was actually the first thing out of my mouth. If y'all go back to the beginning of the VOD today, about 30 minutes in, that was actually the first thing out of my mouth. I was like, they're totally going with the Ocarina of Time style trope. Now, I believe it's going to be a very separate thing, though. My take on the Zelda movie is, and this is my prediction, and they've actually kind of said this, by the way. They're going to be using the Zelda universe as a foundation, but it's not going to be anything like any of the actual Zelda games. It's going to be very much its own story. but I do think they're following that traditional hero trope that Ocarina leans into very strongly, which is that like youthful kid, that latchkey kid. Maybe he's lazy, or maybe he's a little bit of a snot nose. Maybe he's a little bit of a like a, you know, excuse me, princess kind of vibe. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like a little bit of a punk, a little bit like full of himself, right? A little bit full of himself, I think is the phrase I want to stick with, right? Like he kind of like early Naruto vibes. However, they're going to do a really good job, I think, turning him into a hero over time. He's going to go from that kind of snot-nosed vibe to like, he's going to turn into a full blown out hero throughout the movie. And I think they did a really good job casting, because I think that the kid that for Link is going to fit that build really well. And I think they're going to do a good job. I also think, and here's a big prediction from me, I think the story is going to way more closely follow Zelda than we've ever gotten out of the games up until Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Echoes of Wisdom. For me growing up, Zelda like was kind of just a side character. And I think most people can agree with that. Zelda was just a side character. Who was Zelda? She was just basically Princess Peach. She's in another castle. She was a part of the games, but she wasn't really that big of a deal. She wasn't really a character in a lot of ways. She like wasn't really as fleshed out as she could have been. I think this movie's going to lean into, I think there's going to be two main characters of this movie. And when I say main characters, I mean main characters. And I think they're going to probably attempt to really line the characters up. Not only are we going to be seeing the coming of age, the hero trope, the hero story of Link, we're going to be seeing the hero story of Zelda simultaneously. And I'm very confident in that. So I'm actually looking forward to that, because I think it's going to be really cool to see like how they approach bringing Zelda into like a real character. Again, they attempted to do it with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and they did a pretty good job really starting to create a character. Echoes of Wisdom leaned into it a bit as well. So I'm really excited. That's kind of the energy I'm thinking we're going to get from the movie. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing how they write it and how they approach it. Right. What's up, Atomic Potato? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be dope, I think. What's your least favorite Zelda? So the only problem with the conversation of least favorite Zelda is that you're really just asking me to put my favorite Zeldas in a list. Really what you're asking me is to put my favorite Zeldas in a list and then tell you which one's on the bottom. Does that make sense? I don't really have a problem with any Zelda game. But if I had to put them all in a list and choose which one was on the bottom, I mean, I guess it would be the ones that I haven't fully played. So Spirit Tracks and Zelda 2. If we're counting the CDI games, I guess maybe those, but I haven't played those either. So I've played a little bit of Zelda 2, but I never finished it. So I can't quite comment on it. And I have yet to play Spirit Tracks. So if it was which ones out of the ones that you've played is your least favorite, then it would probably, unfortunately, be Phantom Hourglass. Not that Phantom Hourglass was bad, I just don't think it was executed as well as it could have been. Therefore, it was just not as good as other Zelda games. Yeah, which child do you love more? Right. Like, but that's my answer. So, Phantom Hourglass probably out of the ones I've played, and out of the ones I haven't played or haven't played much of, sure, I guess, you know, Zelda 2, Spirit Tracks, I don't know. It's a tough question, though, for sure. Yo, we'll see you later, Alley Cat. Yeah, good luck at your appointment today. Yeah, I don't think Zelda 2 deserves the bad talk it gets either. I think Zelda 2 is actually... I'm looking forward to playing Zelda 2 throughout this year. It's on the docket to be played. And I'm looking forward to playing it and like really actually trying for the first time in my life to play that game. Because I'm convinced that the game is actually great and it's just hard. And I think it's going to be a great experience. And part of this opinion is actually based off another person. I've heard this opinion from someone else, and it really got me to start thinking about how I don't think the game is as bad as it really, the rap that it gets. So like this opinion kind of came from someone else originally, and then I kind of adopted it and said, yeah, you know, I think this game is probably better than the credit that it usually receives. And I'm going to find out single-handedly myself. I'm going to find out personally, what words? English? Hit the record scratch? Let's try that again. I'll be figuring out personally here soon, so. It's sad a lot of people feel that way. Yeah, you know, video games and opinions. A lot of times stuff just gets echo chambered. And really, Zelda 2 just got echo chambered into the ground. That's all. I think that if you ask a lot of diehard Zelda fans, they'll say the same thing you're saying right now, Patrick Payton. I can't speak for every diehard Zelda fan, but I'm going to tell you right now, especially older Zelda fans. Like if you ask a Zelda fan who grew up playing Pong, they'll tell you that Zelda 2 is a dope game. If you ask a Zelda fan that grew up playing like some of the hardest games in existence, they'll tell you all Zelda 2's dope. And I think a lot of the hardcore Zelda fans as well will tell you the same. Like it's actually, the game gets a bad rap for sure. I think I agree with you. All right, nice. Time to go pay off our debt, dude. I'm very excited. Very excited to be paying our debt off here. Very, very, very excited. DJ Weed Pizza says, I don't think Zelda 2 is a bad game. It doesn't feel like a Zelda game to me. That's a super fair take, yeah. That's a super fair take. I think some would argue the same for a lot of Zeldas, because Zeldas can be so different sometimes from one another. I've had people tell me the same thing about Wind Waker, solely based off of the sailing being the thing that holds it back. Now, I think they're very wrong, because I think Wind Waker embodies the spirit of Zelda. Exploration. Wonder. Puzzles. So I think that's a bad take, but I do understand why that take exists. Because Wind Waker is very different, right? It's very different. Probably Minda says that my bottom of the Legend of Zelda list are probably the Hyrule Warriors games, but only because they're not my style. See, I wasn't even thinking about the Hyrule Warriors games. But those might not be too high on my list, to be honest. Not watching unless Beetle's in it. Could you imagine if they put Beetle in the Zelda movie? I would love that so much. Yo, welcome in here, Daily Check-ins. Good to see you, Bird81. Good morning, Atomic Potato again, and Cuyler, welcome back in here, buddy. We were obviously talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. Maybe you sneezed once or twice. Well, looks like you've paid back all of your loan. Thank you very much. Is there anything else I can help you with? Never mind. Really? Come back anytime. Felt a chill or two? Ah, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ah, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ah, ooh, That's my favorite part there. All right, let's go talk to Tom Nook and get further into debt. Yay, the cycle continues. Yo, Rosalie getting in the chat. I see that, dude.
Whoa. I very much appreciate your paying off the entire loan. Yes, I value it greatly, I do. So, how does it feel to live in a house that big, hmm? Nice, eh? Luxurious, hmm? Quite fancy, yes?
You have so much stuff you can't fit it all in. Even with that much room, all that spacious bigness.
I know pack rats with less stuff than you. Oh, I'm only kidding. A little bit. I'm having a joke.
Wait a moment, I've got it. We can dig down, you know, add a basement, a cellar, or even a larder. You can't see into a basement from the outside, you know. That's what makes the basement the coolest floor. Because it's private, you can fill it with junk and not be embarrassed by the mess. It's a license to slob. That just instantly cued the 007 music in my brain. License to slob. I'll have it ready for you by tomorrow. Just you wait, all right?
You'll love it. I swear you will.
I should contact my doctors. I've been getting headaches every day. Oh, sorry to hear that. Headaches suck, man. It can be so dilapidating, right? Can't wait for Donkey Kong tomorrow. I don't have a Switch 2, but I'll watch all day. Stratocaster, I woke up this morning, and the first thing out of my mouth, outside of a couple Tim Allen grunts and a good morning, was, I wish today was Donkey Kong Day. I cannot wait. I'm starting to get kind of like, you know that feeling you get when you're waiting for a new game? Where like, you're anxious and like the pit of your stomach is like a little hollow and like you kind of, your hair's kind of standing on edge and like you're excited and like the anticipation is just too much. And yeah, that's how I feel. I can't wait. I'm excited. It didn't really hit me until like this week though. Like I was pretty excited about this game, but like as soon as like Monday hit, I was just like, oh, let's go, man. We need some danker in our life, dude. We need some danker. The new game sweats. Yeah. We need some danker, dude. Dun, 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 ba-da-ba-bum, bum, bum. Let's go and get these flowers too. Yeah, dude, super excited, super excited. Glad to have you here, Strato. And yeah, we'll be here all day playing. So you're welcome to come get your fix here, of course, as you already know. As you already know. All right, grab these flowers here. We got a rainy day, so we could plant a couple more flowers and we could even attempt to get a couple more hybrids if we want to. Nice. Got myself a new umbrella. Ella. We're gonna attempt to stack tickets again and hopefully don't miss the raffle. I missed the raffle last month again. And then I plan to load it up on stream and just time travel backwards to hit it. And then I felt ashamed and I didn't want to do that. I shamed myself. I shamed myself about it. It didn't feel right. So we just missed the raffle entirely. All right, what do we got in here? We got Cosmos. All right, this will be the Cosmos row. Let's go ahead and take these tulips. All right, we got the tulip row here. We'll get a little bit of organization here so we can kind of see what flowers we're working with. These are pansies. Some more tulips. Some more tulips here. Some more cosmoses. What did you just call me? What's up, lemons and limes? How are you? What'd you just call me? All right, we have red, red, yellow. All right, let's go ahead and grab the red and the yellow out of here. And we'll try to get ourselves an orange tulip if that's even a thing. Gonna lurk and enjoy some warm weather with the doggo for a bit. Aw. Enjoy the warm weather, dude. Thanks for hanging out here this morning. Enjoy the lurk, enjoy the warm weather. Do 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 do. I wanna play Animal Crossing with you. So let's set sail and let's go play some AC. Do 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 do. Beep bo bo bo. All right, we'll sell a little bit more fruit just to kind of pick up our pocket change a little bit since we just used it all to pay off our debt. Does anybody have a big left field predictions, hopes for the next Animal Crossing game? I've shared a lot about my predictions, and I think it could go in a lot of different directions. Like, obviously, right? Like, obviously, it could go in like a lot of different directions. So I have like a couple safe predictions, and I have a couple wild, outlandish predictions. But truthfully, at the end of the day, I think the biggest prediction that I have that I feel like not only could be accurate, but also is kind of left field and kind of out there, is Happy Home Paradise, but the whole game. So what does that mean? So if you know what Happy Home Paradise is, it's the DLC where you design villagers' houses. And you have the, how you have like a whole plot of land to decorate, right? And you can like decorate the plot of land and the house and stuff like that. Well, I think that's going to be the whole game. Like, I think as soon as you load the game up, you're going to get to choose your setting. So you're going to be able to say, I want to play like in a desert. I want to be in a city. I want to be in a fort. Like, you're going to have freedom to choose your setting. It's not going to just be an island. It's going to be whatever setting you want. And then you're going to have the freedom to build from there. And I think this is going to be a big part of the game. I think they're going to take Happy Home Paradise in concept, and they're going to make it the whole game. And however they incorporate this into the game, I think it's going to be how it's going to go. That's one of my, kind of quote unquote left field predictions. But I do think I could see that happening. But I think that's a little far-fetched. We'll see. A big prediction that I have that isn't left field that I feel pretty confident in. I almost might bet on it. I think they're gutting terraforming completely. Now, this is separate predictions because those are contradictory to each other. Separate prediction, separate thing. I think they're gutting terraforming completely. I think terraforming's gone. I think that's a one-off. I think Nintendo always makes a point to make their games like different. Every Animal Crossing game has felt pretty much very different from each other. And I think the next game, terraforming is gone. I think they're gutting terraforming completely. And that's a bold prediction of mine that I feel very confident in. Now, there could still be like pathing and stuff and patterns and like something similar to terraforming, but I don't think you're going to be shaping and molding rivers and stuff. I think that's done. Yeah, right. I think you're going to still be able to decorate outside. I think that's going to be a part of the franchise for the rest of existence. You're always going to be able to decorate outside, but I don't think you're going to be able to terraform. Yo, what's up, kittens? Welcome in. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Follows are a free way to support the channel. If you're new out there, if you haven't hit that follow button, consider doing so. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. What's up, Super Saiyan Turi? Yeah, I'm hip. I'm hip to the map. Yeah. We, I've been following the Deluxe Edition very closely. Very closely. In fact, did you get the update from July 5th by chance? The update from July 5th is super dope. Yo, Random, you weren't here this morning, but let me show you something. Random 18 here. Now, there's a lot more to the most recent update than this, but I have to show you because I think you might appreciate this. Take a look at this. Isn't that sick? Yeah, dude, you can put gyroids on tables now. Dude, I think that's so sick, dude. You can put gyroids on tables now. Such a small thing, but such an important thing. Got the gyroid bug? Oh yeah, this is the first time this bug happened. Interesting. That's really funny. I just came into my house a little bit ago and the gyroids were playing just fine. So you're not sure what's causing it yet? Just enter and exit. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I haven't seen that all day today. Interesting. The gyroids weren't playing. Yeah, I didn't even notice because it was working earlier. Yeah, there it is. Oh, you just started playing like 5 days ago. Oh, nice. You probably have the most recent update then. Yeah, Turi. Dude, there's so much to discover if you're just picking this up. There's so much to discover. Here, let's quickly go over some of the changes from the most recent update. All right. All right, so the most recent update, medicine has been added to the game. You can find it for sale at Nook Shop. You can cure bee stings. Sick villagers are not implemented in the game yet. Keyword there, I think. Goods, power / item luck, Katrina Fortune will increase the odds of winning the monthly raffle. So listen to this. If you can somehow get Katrina to show up around the end of the month, you can get good luck and it can increase your odds to win the raffle, which is so cool, dude, right? You can now use custom designs on your inventory background by selecting the design and picking make background. So look, let's go ahead and test that out. I haven't tested that out yet. So you can now make custom designs for your background. How nice is that? That's a super cool little quality of life moment, right? All right, hold on. Let's keep going real quick. Tom Nook and the Nooklings will now notify you once per visit of tickets and the monthly raffle. So if you keep purchasing stuff, they stop saying about the raffle. How nice is that? So if you go into the store and you buy a piece of furniture, they say, hey, by the way, there's tickets for the monthly raffle. But then let's say you buy every piece of furniture in the store afterwards, they stop saying it. They just give you the tickets. That's just such a call out. That's such a smart call out because like that was unnecessary dialogue. You can once again attempt to donate to Blather's identified fossils, but only if you've unlocked fossil identification. So what this means is essentially when the Deluxe Edition implemented the ability to mail fossils and stuff, I think something got changed and it just got fixed, pretty much. KK Slider's song requests are extremely lax now. Wait, what? Wait a second, I didn't even read this. For example, KK Senior can be requested as KK Senior. So like here, let me just copy and paste this in the chat because you need to see that. Like, look. So you don't have to spell the word perfectly to get the song. Because that was a big part. That was a big deal. Like you had to spell it perfectly or you couldn't get the song to appear. Like that's actually funny. Yeah. That's actually real funny. Tortimer will now offer to build horizontal suspension bridges. Currently, only waterfall acres where the cliff runs fully horizontal are eligible. In the future, all waterfall acres will be eligible of horizontal suspension bridges. You can now rotate furniture on top of surfaces. Grab the furniture and rotate it. To rotate the whole table or surface that it's on, grab a spot that does not have an item placed onto it. Does that make sense? So now if you drop an item on a table, you can rotate that specific item on the table. You don't have to pick it up and drop it from a different angle, which is actually really nice. Gyroids can be placed on surfaces. The golden shovel now guarantees 8 bell bags from the money rock. Wait, what? Wait, what? The golden shovel now guarantees 8 bell bags from the money rock. The golden shovel actually just got mad OP. Updated Rover's map dialogue to have reactions. Oh, interesting. So when you're making a new save file. Added a new holiday called Volunteers Day. It's November 15th, and it celebrates the release of the first Deluxe patch. Aww. That's so cute. Aww, a little mini holiday to celebrate Deluxe Edition. That's so cool. Aww. Now we gotta play on November 15th. I added a secret Easter egg that can occur late at night under certain conditions. A secret Easter egg. Oh. How about that? How about that? You got the diagonal bridge from Tortimer? Nice, dude. You can tell these changes were made by an Animal Crossing player, someone who's played a bunch of AC and said, I wish it was like this, or it was more streamlined. Yeah, right. We were talking about that earlier today, like that the upgrades still keep the charm of the game intact, and I think that is important. I think it's being considered, obviously. No one has found it yet. Someone will see it one day, I hope. I mean, don't challenge me, bud, because I'll show up at 3 in the morning on Twitch if I have to. Don't I'll show up at 3 in the morning if I have to. Hey, Tinky. Hey. Good morning. Anyways, what's up? I haven't gotten the golden shovel bell bag thing. I wonder if it's because I'm playing on a file that wasn't started as a deluxe town. Sigh, on days like this, the best thing to do is to go back inside and curl up in a blanket. Cute. Had to drop out of summer school. My health is more important. It is more important. It is. Yeah, hopefully you can still, return when you're healthier and when you're ready. We don't have network reporting. Yeah, true. I would imagine that just in my community alone, there's probably about 5 or 10 people that are playing the game pretty casual. That's probably my take. So that's probably about it here. Maybe like 5 to 10 people. It's probably in that gap that are playing this like semi-regularly as like a nice little Animal Crossing fix. Yeah. I caught a snail. This isn't a bug. I always love that dialogue. This isn't a bug. Boom, 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 boom. I'd say there's at least 100 people who've played it, but it's hard to know. It's still kind of low key, right? We're releasing a trailer for K's F3 fan E3 showcase. I expect to get a lot more people playing it then. Nice, that's really cool. Would you is that E3 showcase E3 showcase something that will be linked in the Animal Crossing Discord so I can check it out whenever it releases? I'm assuming the answer to that is yes. Yeah. If not, I'll look it up myself. No worries. For sure. Okay, cool. I've actually heard of that. I've heard of the fan E3 showcase. I've heard of that before. I kind of forgot about it. Do. Nice. We caught that wasp pretty handedly. Boom, boom, boom. Hope you're well though today, Cuyler. I had a question from somebody earlier. If you don't mind answering, no pressure ever, dude. I really don't want you to ever feel like you have to do anything but just hang out here. But they were curious if you ever made a game before. Have you ever made a game outside of this project? Yeah, they were just curious. They felt like you. That's what I do for a living. Ah, interesting. That's really cool. Yeah, I told them I didn't want to answer for you. I really didn't know the answer. But they were curious, like, had you ever made a video game before? Or was this something that you were just super passionate about? I got. Oh, I got stung by a bee. Ooh. Yes, that's right, Super Saiyan Turi. It's a fan of this mod specifically. That's not vanilla. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell, right, Turi? It's like, wait, was that in the original game? I don't remember. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. If I wasn't playing this on Twitch and if I didn't have the mod developer and random 18 in my chat, the whole time I would have been like, was that in the original game? I'm not sure. Like, for real, dude. We've been like detectives while we're playing, like, I don't remember this. It's funny because I've played this game for probably, like, I've probably put 10,000 hours into Animal Crossing GameCube. I don't think people realize, like over my life, I have probably put 10,000 hours into these games. Like, I'm talking just Animal Crossing GameCube. Like, this is one of my games. Like, this is one of my, like, the games I've spent so much time in my life playing, dude. So it's very special to me. The original was, you will use the menu UI for this, and you will have mixed feelings about it. You and me both? Yeah, dude. A lot of features ideas did come from future titles, and I tried to make stuff feel right. Yeah, you did a good job. I was glazing you earlier about it, actually. Like, that's my sentiment as well. From somebody who's been playing this game their whole life, I think the charm is being considered. The original experience is being considered with every little update. And that's special to me. That's important to me, and that's special. That's why I can comfortably recommend this to Animal Crossing fans, like, excitedly, and say, dude, this is the definitive way to play this game. We're never going to get anything like this from Nintendo. The best thing we might get from Nintendo is a Nintendo Switch Online version, or maybe some sort of remake of the original. And listen, if they were to remake the original, I would be here for it. I would play it every day of my life. I would be consumed. And if they were to put it on NSO, I would be playing it a ton. Because the original is beautiful. But at this point in my life, I've realized, like, this is it. Like, this will be the version of this game that I'm playing in 20 years, I'm pretty sure. I know that's a little crazy to say, but this will probably be the version I'm playing in 20 years. I'm going to make an effort to... You hear that brain rot? I'm going to make an effort to preserve this. I'm going to make an effort to make sure I have a copy of this any chance, anywhere I am. I'm going to make a point to get a modded GameCube so that I can play it on original hardware, which I think is possible. And I am going to be playing this version of Animal Crossing GameCube for the rest of my life. Like, this is it right here. This is it, dude. This is it, man. It's so beautiful, dude. Like, it's just so well put together. I want to do that too. Yeah, you can do that. I'm pretty sure that was confirmed. That, yeah, you can play this on your GameCube. You just have to have, you know, a modded GameCube or a memory card mod, or, you know about mods, Turi, so I don't got to tell you. But yeah, you can play this on your GameCube. This hasn't, like, superseded GameCube play yet, I don't think. Wait, I might be misspeaking. I might be thinking of the City Folk version. I can't remember. So if I'm misspeaking, feel free to correct me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you could just load this up on a GameCube, as long as you have the ability to do it. Yeah, okay. I think what I'm remembering is City Folk has to be played on original hardware. So there was just a big update to the City Folk Deluxe, by the way. If you guys didn't know, there's actually a City Folk Deluxe as well. But I haven't played it yet on stream because I think you have to play it on original hardware or something. It's like, so you have to kind of go through a couple extra steps or something like that. Either way, we're going to play it on stream. I will be showing off City Folk Deluxe for you City Folk fans. I will be playing City Folk Deluxe. You can play it on Dolphin, but it's a little difficult to set up. Okay. Yeah, I actually am. Somebody in the community has offered me a modded Wii already. Somebody in the community offered to sell me their modded Wii that they're not using. So I'm already set. Even though Wiis are easy to mod, I'm just going to buy theirs. And then from there, I'm going to be able to set it up. I'm real excited. I have a GameCube with the GC loader, and I intend on getting a flippy drive for my other GameCube. Yeah, so you're good. You're already set up. Yeah, I already knew that about you. You're good about hardware stuff, so I knew you knew. Good to see you back in the chat, by the way, Turi, man. No matter how much time you put between yourself and this community, we're going to welcome you back with open arms, man. It's super cool to see you back in here. I hope life's been treating you well. I know you had a couple rough patches. I hope things are good. I hope you're healthy. Thank you for being here, man. Thanks for popping back in. You can use it with other deluxe saves of the same version. Oh, wow. So there has been a development on multiplayer. So I can, if I get another deluxe save, I could maybe go back to using my dual town kind of vibe. I'm going to hold off on that for now, but it's good to know that if I want to push it, I can. Yeah, I don't think Dolphin is officially supported on iOS yet. I can actually answer that question. You would have to sideload Dolphin. Dolphin is not officially supported on iOS yet, unfortunately. However, Dolphin emulator is supported on mobile. If you have an Android phone, you can be playing this right now on your Android phone. But iOS doesn't have Dolphin support yet. You'd have to sideload it. It's not official. So sideloading, if you don't know what that means, it means you have to do it basically outside of the normal iOS shop. Which I don't even all the way know what that means, but I know it's a thing you can do. But yeah, you could technically. There's been some issues. I don't know how much of a user error versus deluxe issues. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. I'll be honest with you though, Tater Tot Soup. Visiting another memory card on Dolphin has always been a little bit sketchy. So just to kind of add to that conversation, like over my years of playing Animal Crossing GameCube on emulation, it's actually kind of always been a little bit sketchy. I've actually, this link right here, this video right here from the Soulless bug, this happened during an emulated stream, and the whole game crashed. The whole game crashed, and my character went soulless. Look. And you want to know the worst part about this? When this bug happens, you lose everything in your inventory, and I lost my golden axe. My golden axe was in my inventory, gone. Can't get it back. I didn't back up my save files or anything. So, like, for the record, while we're talking about traveling to another town for the deluxe edition, you just need to know that in general, traveling to other memory cards during emulation is sketchy. Back up your saves in general, let alone Deluxe Edition, which is maybe even a little sketchier, you know, more sketchier. Yeah, isn't that scary, dude? Isn't that so scary, dude? Look at, you turn into a gyroid. We call it the soulless bug. That's what I call it. The soulless bug. I've never been soulless in an AC. Yeah, never heard of being soulless. Yeah. So be careful for sure. But as long as you back up your save files, man, it's not that big of a deal. I would give it a try, Totertot. If you want to give it a try, Totertot, I can give you my save file. Do you want to exchange save files and you can go visit my town and say hi to my Tangy? I'll do that for you. As long as we're on the same version, you could visit my town if you want. Interesting. I didn't know that, Cuyler. Cool. That would be so cool. I'd be down for that. Yeah. Well, it's been a trip the last month. A friend of mine. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Turi, dude. That's pretty heavy, man. Yo, love in the chat if you got a free hand, man. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Be honest, be gentle, be kind, be patient with yourself. And take it a step at a time. Take it a day at a time, man. I hope everything's okay. I'll keep you in my thoughts, keep you in your family and their family. In my thoughts, man. That's rough, dude. Yeah, if you ever get to messing around with the emulation or the town traveling tater tot, let me know and I can send you a copy of my town if you want. That goes to anybody who's playing this game. Like, I'm always down to do that. Yo, welcome back, Alley Cat. Good morning, Slayers. Slayers in the house. The soulless bug. It's so funny to me. The soulless bug. There's some people who stream a shared town. They have a channel in Discord or they share the save file. That's cool. That is super neat. Yeah. Because you get that sense of multiplayer. That's the whole beauty of Animal Crossing. Like, my whole childhood, I fought to try to get people to play on my town because having somebody else living in your town really makes the game feel alive. When you wake up, like, so this is like, let's go back to like old school, like on a GameCube. When I would wake up and somebody has already been up and in the shop buying items, and sometimes they would like, a friend of mine would like put an item on the bulletin board and have me go do a scavenger hunt. Like, it added so much life to the game when when your villager shared a letter from someone else living in your town or commented on how they were talking to that person the other day. It was such a special feeling. And as a kid, I never got that. Like, nobody wanted to play Animal Crossing besides for like a handful of friends. So I didn't get that feeling too often. Like, every once in a while, I had a little taste of it here and there. So... I have to learn how to do it. Yeah, it's not too difficult. It's not too difficult, but it's for sure. It comes down to just like knowing where the folder is. Yeah. Doing memory card stuff on Dolphin's actually super straightforward. So if and when you're ready to jump into that, we could probably chat about it. It's pretty approachable. Or your brother could play your save file, break into your house, steal your furniture, take it to his house. That totally didn't happen. You're totally not speaking from experience. What's up, Nordic Ryan? Welcome in. My horror story with Animal Crossing is this. Here, I'll tell a story here. So story time. Get your cool story Bobs, your cool story Robs in the chat. I did pay my loan off. Yep. I got a basement being built tomorrow. So here I was. In my 20s, all right, chat room? In my 20s. And I'm finally playing City Folk for the first time. And my buddy, and I'm living with two of my friends. And we decide to start a shared town of City Folk. And this was beautiful. We are all playing on the same save file. We take turns playing. I would show up after work. I would wake up my buddy off the couch. I would play first, then I would pass him the controller. He would play. Our other buddy would get off of work and play, and we had this beautiful shared town, and it was super cool. It was super, super cool. And as we're going forward, as we're journeying through this town, and if you know anything about City Folk, does anybody here played City Folk? Anybody by chance had played City Folk before? So, let me get some cool story Robs in the chat. So in City Folk, you could create roads by running on them often enough. Right? Like if you walked on the roads every day, you could create roads because the grass would deteriorate. So we like had a network, man. It was sick. Because we all played so much, we were able to like create networks of roads. And like we did a really good job only walking on these roads. Like our town was like super sick. And as we're developing it, we're putting all this work into it every day. One day I decided my buddy's character name was Senthon, and I decided to make one of the villagers say Senthon sucks. Right? I was like, I'm gonna make your catchphrase Senthon sucks. This was my buddy at the time, my buddy Chloe, all right? And this catchphrase caught on. So one day, this dude gets off of work and we're hanging out on the couch. We're probably partaking in some sandwiches, you know, whatever. And we're hanging out, we're chilling. And he loads up the game. They load up the game. And they go and they talk to their favorite villager. And their favorite villager's like, oh, hey, it's good to see you. Senthon sucks. And he's like, wait, what? He's like, all right, you guys think you're funny. And then he goes around town and like half of the town was saying this to him. Like over half the town was like, Senthon sucks. And me and my buddy Beatles are dying because dude's actually getting mad. Like after like the third villager, he's like, all right, guys, like why, man? And he's like mad. So we're dying. Like, dude, Senthon stinks. Like we're dying. We're like, dude, we got him good. Like this is a great troll. This is a great troll. All right, so yo, good morning, Cat. So little did I realize though, that homie was gonna indirectly troll us back harder than we've ever been trolled in our lives. And honestly, even for him, it was accidental. He got trolled as well. Let me go ahead and explain. So after that super silly moment, I just wanted to share, you know, this is the interactions we had in the game. It was great. Well, one day, we really wanted his cousin to play with us. Her name was Allie. And she was always hanging out with us. And we really wanted her to play with us. We were always trying to get a fourth person to live in our town. So it was his cousin. And one day, we finally got her to accept to play the game. And the way that we did it, the way that we talked her into it, is we told her, in Animal Crossing, you can do whatever you want. We were like, please come play with us. You can do whatever you want to do in this game. You can live the life that you want to live. We really like sold the game to her. We were like, you could do whatever you want in our town. Please join us. We want to have a fourth person. We want to have the fourth shared village, the dream. 4 active players living in one town. Well, we finally talk her into it. She makes a character and she joins our town. And we're all like cheesing about it. We're so happy. We're HDES Smug 1 and 2. That's right. We're happy, babe. We're chilling. Well, on one fateful day, I came home after work and I loaded up Animal Crossing. My character walks out of his little house, you know what I'm saying? My character, he walks out of the house for the first time. And when he walks out of the house, what does he see? Every single tree in our town had been cut down. Every single flower had been picked up and destroyed. The whole town was a barren wasteland. The whole town was a barren wasteland. Everything was gone. Everything. I log into the, I'm like, dude, what happened, man? What happened, dude? I run into my roommate, Senton. I run into my roommate's room. What happened, dude? What happened? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He comes outside, looks at the TV, and goes, no, she didn't. And then it all hits us simultaneously. Allie. 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 We didn't even see her do it. She came over the house. Apparently the night before, she came over drunk. She was always drinking. Loaded up Animal Crossing and decided to cut every single tree down. Destroy every flower. Wasty pants in our living room. I must have been gone. I must have been out. I was sleeping. I don't know what I was doing. Gone. So in the end, I ask you all here today, the jury of this story, who really won? In the end, who really got the last laugh? Senton, we trolled him to the ground. We trolled him to the ground. Ha ha, Senton sucks. But it was his cousin who destroyed our whole save file. We never played again. We all stopped playing. We all stopped playing after that day. Nobody had the energy to go back to the game after all of our hard work and creating the perfect town was destroyed. We told her she could do whatever she wanted, and she did just that. How about that? Who, at the end, who really won that battle? Who won? Who really walked away, right? I think even Senton got trolled. Even they weren't really ready for the apocalypse that we had released on our town. So I think in some ways, Senton kind of won. He kind of got his revenge. But at the same time, I think in all reality, Chaos won, right? Chaos clearly was the victor here. Yeah. It was pretty brutal, dude. What up, Exhaustion? Good morning. Welcome in here. Welcome in here. Good to see you, Miss Bernia. Good morning. It was pretty brutal. It was pretty brutal. My favorite drunk activity, deforestation. Yep. As an ally, I do not condone the action of another ally. Sorry that happened to you. Now she's running for Congress. No, I reconnected with her kind of recently, though. You want to know the funny part? I reconnected with her recently. For the first time in almost a decade. And what's the first thing we did? She was like, hey, I play Animal Crossing New Horizons. Let's play together. And I visited her town. And I unfortunately didn't have permissions to cut her trees down because I thought about it. But she didn't know how to give permissions because she was such a noob. So I couldn't. I thought about it. It crossed my mind. I'm telling you. I went to her island and my first thought was, ooh. And I was like, wait a second. She doesn't even know how to do it. So I even asked. I was like, yo, like, we should be best friends. And she was like, I don't know how to do that. And I tried to teach her and like, she was just confused. She's like, not really a gamer. But yeah, we hung out for like a couple hours and played Animal Crossing on our island for like an hour one night. It was funny. It crossed my mind. It would have been incredible retribution. Yeah. Now, they don't watch my show, and we could very well play again someday. So I'm still waiting in the wings. I'm out here seething like Joker versus the Batman, waiting, biding my time. I will get my revenge. I'm not done. You know what? I'm gonna text him today. Yo, Allie, trying to play some Animal Crossing? Do you think she even remembers? No, not at all. I mean, honestly, if we were to tell her the story, she would remember. Because we made a big deal out of it. Like, we were like freaking out. Like, we were like a bunch of man babies when it happened. As you know, as you do when somebody cuts all your trees down in your Animal Crossing town. We like freaked out about it. We were like pissed. Yeah, oh, we were super mad at her. Yeah, we were real mad at her. We were like, what the did you do? And she was like, well, you said I could do anything. And we were like, what? And you want to know, that was the most frustrating part. Because we couldn't be mad at her, but we were mad at her. Does that make sense? Because like, we wanted to be mad at her, but we couldn't be mad at her because we literally told her to do anything she wanted. So we were like, it was like a frustration that we couldn't even release, right? It was like, we literally told her to do what she wanted. She just so happened to do the worst possible thing ever. We just were screwed. We were just screwed, dude. Yeah. So like we were pissed and she knew, but like we couldn't really do anything about it. And you know, and since she wasn't a gamer, it just turned into a, oh, get over it, babies. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like she was that kind of girl. It was just like, oh, get over it, little gamer babies. So like that's what it kind of dissolved into. And then we just all looked like a bunch of man babies mad about our Animal Crossing town. You know what I mean? Like, so it just all dissolved into hatred and festering pain. And I'm telling you, this is like a villain story. If I ever end up on the news, it's, you guys can all point to this story on why. This is the villain. This is my villain story unfolding in front of all of us, right? This is my villain story. This is the roots right here. Yeah, my villain origin story. Oh my gosh. Bum bum bum. Hylian's villain arc. Good to see you in here, coordinator. Thanks for hanging out today, buddy. I love telling a good story, man. Thanks for listening, everyone. Thank you for hanging out today, everybody. I really appreciate you hanging out for some retro Animal Crossing. Having a good time playing one of my favorite games of all time. And it's always nice to have y'all hanging out alongside me. I know we've been enjoying our New Horizons, and if you're looking forward to more New Horizons, don't worry, more is on the way. But I'm a firm believer that these games deserve to be shown all across Twitch. I love playing these games. I love showing them off, especially because a lot of you probably started with New Horizons and you don't quite know how these games work. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. I really appreciate it. It's nice to be able to sit down and play some Retro Crossing and, you know, just kind of enjoy sharing my passion for it with the community of gamers here. I'd be mad, but respect it. Allie said, F yo, virtual trees, hashtag get over it. Yeah. Cicadas. What can one say about these odd insects? They are certainly noisy. Noisy enough, I should say. The horrid caterwauling is awfully irritating, you know. About as musical as a train wreck, eh, what? I'm sure that the cicadas have quite valid reasons behind such boisterous behavior, but I dare say there are limits. And they have those membranes on their abdomens which vibrate to create those disturbing tones. Odious. But I digress. Gross. What the heck? Were they trying to get to the light or something, Fo? What the heck? You just found Agnes while villager hunting. Do I take her or carry on with my hunt? That's a tough one. I'd say carry on, maybe. It was horrific. Yeah, dude, I'd be scared. I should write a book, The Hylian Chronicles. Yeah, I should. Also, I saw Tater Tot pop in. Tater Tot and Tater Tot finally had their reunion here in stream. Appreciate you both tuning in today. It's a good thing, like, cicadas aren't actually scary. They just, like, they're not going to hurt you or anything. But again, it doesn't make that situation any better. Yeah, coordinator, I was literally just about to start singing that. Carry on my wayward son. All right, let me find some more fruit to shake because I've got a couple spaces in my inventory here. What's up, Tangy? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. In like a really nasty, gross, and fully gnarly kind of way. You got stung first thing in the morning? What a bummer for you. Talk about really lame luck. I forgot that there's medicine now. Hold on. I'm going to go fix my eyeball. Yeah. What a loser. I know. Dude, she's so mean. Cicadas always remind me of Harvest Moon 64. We don't get them here, so that's my experience with them. Cicadas remind me of summer because I went camping every summer and you would just hear the whole summer, all you would hear all around you the whole time you were camping was wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. The whole time we were out camping, the whole time, dude. And honestly, even in the cities that I grew up in, like around the greater Cleveland area, in the summers, you'll hear them in certain neighborhoods and stuff as well. Sounded like the gyroid earlier. Do 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 beep bo 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 beep bo 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 Coco Castaway. Dude, it's good to see you, Castaway. Hey, how are you, man? Dude, I'm so happy you popping in here today. Every time I load this game up, I think of you. I really do hope you know that.
Shake yo fruit H-Day dumper.
I literally thought of you this morning. It was just like, oh man, where's my Coco Castaway at? Where's she at? Thanks for thinking of me today. Hope you're well. It's weird that they're more annoying to a certain point than when there's a ton, it just sounds like the wind. I should be playing alongside. Aw. Yeah, don't worry about that. Just thanks for popping in, dude. It's always good to see you. I really do hope you've been well. Always around if you ever need anything. Don't be shy to send me a message, all right? Yo, what's up, Tay doing Disney? Good to see you today, Tay. What up, dude? We have an area where hundreds or thousands of cicadas all synchronize. It's so loud. Really, dude? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever heard that much. I couldn't even begin to imagine what thousands of cicadas would sound like. Dude, that's probably like jarring. That probably like hurts. Fun fact, cicadas lived their first 17 years underground. That's crazy. I've lived my last 10 years under a rock. Does that count? Am I a cicada yet? Do we still need to get a visitor to come to our town to get the last upgrade of the Nook Shop? No, you don't. It'll automatically upgrade via just the standard upgrade path, which is like purchases. Good question. Oh, it's you, Tin Hut? So then, Tin Hut, why are you here? Let me help. Hey, Eileen, you look like a bug grubber. What's that mean? Do you know how to catch insects? My niece has been bugging me to get her an insect Oh, that was an awful pun. I'm disgusted with myself. As you should be. You're sick. Anyways, she's just so cute. I'm helpless. I can't say no. Curse this kind, sweet, gentle heart of mine. I suppose I could go catch one myself, but I'm just so busy. You know what I mean? I have stuff to do and things to see. And anyways, I was hoping you could go catch one for me. Sorry to be such a pest, Tin Hut. Another awful pun. Bleh.
Yo, haven't been here since you started showing off your awesome room. Love it. Hope you're doing good, dude.
Oh, dude, thanks, Mythic Arya. Yo, good to see you. Yeah, I'm not sure when's the last time you saw it, but here's like the bulk of it. Here's the bulk of it right here. And we're slowly gonna evolve in the space, and I honestly would like to get another shelf and put the second shelf potentially like where Solid Snake is here. Then move Solid Snake somewhere else. Or a lower, like a table that I could put like under my Ocarina of Time cartridge. Right? And then on that table I could have stuff. Not even a table, like a bookcase, like a nice little bookcase that could just go directly under. That would be like perfect, and I could put more stuff there. Be sick. Ooh. Yo, thank you, Mythic Arya, for 28, man. Appreciate you, dude. We get tons of cicadas in NJ, some of the 17-year variety, 13-year, and a few annuals. Not all spend 17 years underground as nymphs. The sound of thousands of cicadas is actually nostalgic for me in summers as a kid. Yeah. I'm wondering, like, maybe I've heard what thousands of cicadas sound like while I was camping, right? Maybe that's why they were so loud as a kid. Yeah, maybe. Bug rubber? No, bug grubber. Like, you're a bug grub. You're a grub bug. Now it doesn't even sound like I'm saying a real word anymore. Bug grubber. Time flies. Yo, thank you, Mythic. Good to see you back in here today. All right, where'd he go? Mr. Tin Hut. Oh, it's you, Tin Hut. So then, why are you here? I caught a bug. A brown cicada? Did you catch this? Wow, I didn't mean to be such a pest. I really have to thank you for this. You got no complaints with an opulent rug, right? Don't throw it away or I'll just find out. I'm glad to know I can depend on you. Maybe I'll come to you more often from now on. Yo, what's up, Nisi Star? Good to see you. Welcome to the show today. Oh, what the heck? Oh, Alley Cat. I wouldn't feel too bad about it, but I understand. Bug grubber made me think of grippers. And I actually called my roommate's toes grippers the other day, and she was so perplexed. When you accidentally use internet phrases to muggles, those people who don't live on the internet, and they're just looking at you like, what? What'd you just say? That'll be like one time I used lurker. I used lurk, but like in a way to mean like I was at a baseball stadium and we were like going to get food and stuff, and somebody was like talking about watching the game, and I was like, and I said out loud, I was like, you don't really watch baseball games at a baseball stadium. You go around, get food, and you just lurk. And they were like, lurk? And I was like, yeah, you just kind of lurk. You don't really like, the baseball just kind of happens in the background. And they just like looked at me. It's so true. Yeah. Like the game's fun to watch, but like you're there for the experience, you know? Yeah, they're like, what? What are you saying? Yo, Allie Allen, I got the coffee. Ellie, I got the coffee. I haven't tried it yet, but we opened it on Monday. Thank you. Thank you for sending off some coffee to the P.O. box. I'm gonna try some tomorrow. Ryan, that's funny. Borked. My husband is a gamer too, and we do it as inside jokes. Are we cooked, chat? Yeah, cat. That's funny. Are we cooked? Yeah, I'll do the same thing with my lady friend. I'll make jokes and stuff. We'll try to make some gamer jokes and whatnot while we're out in public. Do. I do, yeah. Exclamation point P.O. box. Yeah. Yeah, we do have a new P.O. box. A new P.O. box has been acquired. That is for my new location, because I moved about 45 minutes away from my old house, so I had to get a P.O. box in a city that was near where I live now. Because I always try to get them out of the city so I can keep some privacy. I love baseball. It's one of the only sports I actually am willing to sit down and watch. Want to know one of my favorite ways to consume baseball is actually listening on the radio. Baseball is actually the perfect radio sport. Anybody do that? Anybody nowadays listen to the radio with baseball specifically? I find that baseball is actually like the perfect radio sport. It really is. Just throw on the radio, throw on a baseball game, and sit back and like hang out at your house. Maybe play some video games. I swear it's such a good... If you haven't done that in a while, try it out. I'm telling you. It's such a good way to enjoy baseball. I do radio with the TV feed. Hockey's the same way. Is hockey the same way? I wouldn't know that personally, but that's cool. It's weird to think about let them cook means something along the lines of they're making something that seems delicious and we should let them finish. But saying we or they are cooked is akin to saying their meal is ready and it don't look edible. True. It brings back memories of my grandpa listening while he worked in the yard. Oh, so now you're comparing me to your grandpa just because I want to listen to baseball on the radio? This is how I get treated by my chat. Okay, thanks. Ah, you're back again. Well, it may be gloomy out, but you're still a little ray of sunshine. Papa descent. You are old enough to be a grandfather. I mean, I would have had to have had that kid really young. I would have had to have been a teenager pumping out a child. I'm not quite that old yet. What's a radio, Papa Hylian? Would be possible. I mean, true, fair. You like my fountain? Yes, yes. Look, I got a fountain public work project. Isn't it so sick? Did you see the flower clock? Do. Hey, it's almost noon. Right next to the house too. Yeah. I had to put it. I like that location a lot. Something about that location just clicked with me. bum 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 bum. Beep bo 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 beep bo. Nice, get some extra cheddar. I would reset until I found the perfect backyard. Reset freak for sure. For sure, you've definitely been a habitual resetter since I met you. I love that the buildings are at an angle. Me too. I really like the angled buildings a lot, actually. Did Nintendo ever explain the reason for housing to be sideways in this game? I don't know if there's ever been like an official reason. It's honestly such an interesting question, though. You just got Cherry's photo in ACNH. Let's go. Super. Let's go. What do you mean side? Like the diagonal houses. It would be so cool if you could put the houses on a diagonal in Animal Crossing New Horizons. That'd be so sick. Maybe my brain is lopsided. I mean, I can relate to that more than you think, but yeah, we're talking about like, where's it at? Is it over here? We're talking about how these buildings are on an angle here. Like this is on an angle. Like, wouldn't that be so cool if we could do that in New Horizons? Just like put your house like up into a corner. That'd be sick, right? Ooh, we got some thunderstorms happening. Yeah, we got some thunderstorms happening. Ooh, it's gonna be thunderstorming the rest of the day, actually. Let's just hope that tomorrow is way chiller, so I don't have to think about this while playing Donkey Kong. Rain starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Let me go ahead and check the radar out real quick. Sorry, this ain't The Sims. Yo, good morning, Rachie, by the way. I didn't say hi to you yet. Let me check out the radar real quick. Okay, it looks like it calms down. It looks like it's going to be intense for a little bit, though. DK comes out tonight at midnight. Yeah, we're playing tomorrow. First person or third person RPG AC, please. I would love that. I kind of feel like the next Animal Crossing might be that. Because I think after Hello Kitty came out, I think for me, I started realizing like Hello Kitty Island kind of has some RPG elements, and like you could kind of take the idea of that game and blend it with like a traditional Animal Crossing game. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, so much potential for like an adventure kind of feel, right? Yeah, no worries, coordinator. We'll be here all day tomorrow playing Donkey Kong. So this weekend, so to give people a heads up, like just a little housekeeping. So I've been taking a little lighter this week, you know, just like hitting my averages, 6 to 8 hours. And today I'm going to be taking it lighter as well because I'm kind of planning on going hard this weekend. So like starting tomorrow, I'll be probably streaming. Like I don't want to like oversell because like I'm not sure, but like I'm going to be going in. Like I'll probably be going for 10 to 12 hours every day this whole weekend because like it's a new game, baby. Like it's a new game, baby. You know, like we're gonna go in. I already got some food prepped. I've been doing all my chores. We're gonna be living on this freaking channel this weekend, man. We're playing so much Danky. Yeah, I'm hip to City Folk Deluxe. There was an update. There was an update to City Folk Deluxe that just came out like a couple days ago. So I'm thinking that might be what you're talking about. Yeah. So City Folk Deluxe has been around for a long time, Tyler Joe. So City Folk Deluxe has been out for like maybe over a year now. It's existed for a long time. But like I said, they just released an update a couple days ago. So you're probably just talking about a trailer that has to do with the update. I'm late. YouTube just recommended it to me. Yeah. You're a little late. That's okay though. But yeah, we're talking about something that's been around for a while. So no, this is this is another fan project. Yeah, it's another fan project. Same thing with this. It's called City Folk Deluxe. Same idea as this, but a different person, different developer. And it's Animal Crossing City Folk, but with a bunch of additions. A bunch of new villagers, quality of life. It's basically the same thing as this, but like for City Folk. Now, the only problem is the City Folk one is harder to emulate. You're actually recommended to play it on original hardware, on a modded Wii. This is why I haven't showcased it on the channel yet, because I don't have a modded Wii in my life yet, but I'm getting one soonish. And once I get my hands on a modded Wii, I'll be able to showcase City Folk Deluxe to you all. Now, there is a way to set it up for emulator, but apparently it's like a little bit harder to do. I don't know the details, but I just heard it's a little bit more difficult. But dude, your excitement is still just as cool. Here, let's go ahead and play the trailer so that y'all can see what we're talking about. City Folk Deluxe trailer. Yeah, Tyler Joe, thanks for popping in, dude. Either way, your excitement is still valid. It doesn't matter how late you are to anything, right? Your excitement's still valid, dude. Very, very exciting. Here, let's go ahead and pull it up. Let's take a look at the City Folk Deluxe trailer. All right, let's go ahead and see what this has to offer us. Bo. Improved item generation. Improved region-free holidays. Oh, that's interesting. Select your skin tone. Over 240 returning villagers. So this is like one of the biggest selling points of City Folk Deluxe. So many additional villagers. Did you see Epona? They showed off Epona, dude. No way. They got the Zelda villagers and the Splatoon villagers. What? Dude, shut up. Wait, and Dom. Dude, they got new villagers from New Horizons in here. Dom is in here. Hunt for buried treasure. Okay, so from Animal Crossing GameCube. Discover bottles washed ashore. Quality of life changes. And so much more. Classic controller support. Classic controller support. Wait. You mean I can play City Folk with the regular controller? Dreams really do come true. Dreams really do come true. Grass deterioration toggle. All 94 DLC items available. Visually distinct forgeries. Over 40 unused items restored. Faster text speeds. Items no longer picked up with Z. Fish and insects can be dropped. KK Slider songs are also sold at Tom Nook's. Over 35 brand new items. All languages supported. New rewards for completionists. Wow. Wow, dude. This is crazy cool, man. Here's the link if y'all want to check it out, and the information is in the panels. There's the link if you want to check it out. The information's in the panels. Here's a link to the website if you guys want to see the actual website for City Folk Deluxe, where you can get the mod. There's the link right there. Also, I'm just giving y'all a heads up. I got a super crazy storm brewing right now. Actually, I need to go save my game right now because my backup battery has been acting up recently. And I don't know if my backup battery is going to keep my computer on. I got to buy a new one. The battery's dying or something. Hold on. I got to go save the game. Yeah, it is storm. We are getting some big thunder strikes out there. I'm like scared. Yeah, I don't want to lose. I've been playing all day. I don't want to lose all this. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, normally I have a backup battery that keeps my router and keeps my computer on if the internet goes out, but the backup battery's been faulty recently. I got to buy a new one, but they're expensive, so I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, I didn't mean to save and quit, but we'll save and quit. And we'll reload. Yeah, isn't that nice? Yo, Tyler Joe, dude, how are you, man? Yo, loving the chat. Hearty welcomes. Tyler brought in some hype in here today, buddy. Good to see you, man. Dude, thanks for popping in with that trailer. I didn't realize they put a new trailer out. I think that's a brand new trailer. Very cool. Weather's wild here in PA too. Yeah, 1 day old. Yeah. What's up, Soy Timo? The storm will be hitting me soon north of you. Looks like it'll be hitting for most of the day. Same, that's what I saw. So, you know, I'm living in a place that has a little bit of a stronger power grid. So I shouldn't have the same issues as I used to have with power outages. But now that I said that out loud, I bet you my power goes up. So, you know, somebody knock on wood for me, please. I should be okay is what I'm saying, but just a heads up, if something happens, I'll let you all know. Let me make sure my phone's charged. Okay. Yeah, I'll jump into the chat on my phone if something happens. Just a heads up, so. This version does have Resetti, yeah. Yeah, Resetti's here, and if I reset again on this save file, he might shoot me dead. Because we did a bunch of resetting on this save file because we were trying to test some stuff in the past. So I'm already like 7 or 8 resets deep. If I reset again on this save file, he might just pull a gun out and just blast me. So I'm not really trying to, I would show you, but like, I'm not joking. I'm afraid to show you. Like, I'm afraid to show you. Like, at this point, if I reset again, I might get shot. Like in real life or something. I don't know. Like, I don't even want to find out. Like, I'm really not joking. You don't want to see the new Resetti interaction I added? Oh, what do you mean? How does it work? Are you sure I would see it if I reset? Dang it, don't say this. You're just trolling me. You forgot to put it in the change log? It's the final one. No, you're trolling me. No, I don't believe it. No, I'm not resetting. No, forgot to put it in the change log. Okay, I'm being trolled. I swear I'm not. No. Do it, coward. No. Oh my gosh. Yo, Allie Allen, thank you again. I saw your message about what? Whoa. One of my monitors turned off that was so powerful. But nothing else turned off. The internet's still on. Hold on a second. I need to go check the rest of the house really quick. Wait, no, we would know because of the lights behind me. None of these lights are on my battery backup. We would know. We're good. Holy heck, that was terrifying. For some reason, one of my monitors turned off. Isn't that weird? One of my monitors flickered that was so powerful, but nothing turned off. The stream is fine, but one of my monitors just flickered. It was so intense. What the heck, dude? That was scary, man. Oh, what's up, Lena? It's just Donkey Kong coming, dude. The monitor got a little spooked. What's up, babe? It's a sign. Fine, we'll do one reset. Fine. Fine. We'll do one reset, Chad. Nobody calls me a coward and gets away with it, you fucking punks.
Nintendo.
But if I get shot, it's on you. The blood's on your hands. Coco winning. Rossetti, if he reaches out of the screen and blasts me, it's on you. It's the new final reset interaction. I don't know how many you did. I don't know how many we did either. I think the last time we saw Don. So I think we're only like 6 or 7 deep. We in order to see that final one, we might have to do a couple, but we can do that over time. We'll just do one reset today and we'll save it for the future if it's not enough. Yeah, we're a few away because I don't think he's done the thing yet where he turns the game off. And that's pretty far in, right? Like when he does the thing where he pretends to turn the game off. I don't think he's done that yet. I think that's pretty far in. Oh, nice, Ron. That's a pickup right there, baby. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see, baby. Let's see, baby. Yeah, what I was saying was thank you again, Allie Allen. I know you weren't here for the opening, and I apologize about that. But I really appreciate you sending out that coffee. All right, here we go. Ah! You're getting away with that. You got another thing coming. Stop resetting. Hear me? What don't you get? Ha! Oh! All that screaming at you. Everything went black. You see what you're doing to me? To my health, huh? You know you're the only one who pushes it this far. The only one who fails to understand. Only you. You listening to me? Cause it looks like to me like I gotta go through this whole song and dance again. When the reset alarm sounds, somebody's gotta just drop everything and investigate. And that somebody's me. Yeah, I know, it's my job, and I gotta deal with it. I ain't looking for sympathy, but for crying out loud. It don't matter if I'm eating, taking a hot mud bath, reading Mole Monthly, or catching some Z's. When that alarm goes off, I gotta stop what I'm doing and start digging like it was National Digging Day. I know you can't see it from up here, but I'm only wearing one sock. One! Who lives like this? This job ain't glamorous, let me tell you. Hey, you laughing at me? You can't be laughing at me. I swear, just now your nose, it twitched. Yeah, I saw it. Your ugly little pug nose. It was twitching like mad. Okay, that's how you want it? All right, I see how it is. The chickens are coming home to roost now, aren't they? If that's how you want to play, then that's how we'll play. You know, I can see you forgetting yourself and resetting once, maybe twice. It could happen, I guess. But this time, no two ways about it. It was deliberate. A calculated, cold-blooded act of villainy by a punk. Dude, he knows. We did it on purpose, dude. No more forgive and forget. Rossetti for you, pal. Oh no. Until you show me some real regret, I ain't leaving. All right, what to do? They don't exactly cover hoodlums like you in the reset prevention manual. Asking, you got that? Ain't working. All that gets me is lip service, and we both know what that's worth. Got it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, listen up, troublemaker. Here's what we're gonna do. No more of your worthless I'm sorry, Mr. Rossetti garbage. Now you're gonna have to say exactly what I tell you to. You screw it up, you do it again. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. You ready? Here goes. Say I'm sorry. Wrong! No way, twerp. Do it over. Try it again. You ready? Here goes. Say I'm sorry. Wrong! No way, twerp. Do it over. Try again. You ready? Here goes. Say I'm sorry. Wrong! So,
Get out
I'm gonna
of
stop
here.
here.
H. Bark.
However, this never stops. However, this never stops, by the way. I literally cannot get out of this. For anybody who's never interacted with this before, I literally cannot get out of this. I am stuck until I perfectly type, I'm sorry. All right? However, you can push it and you can keep pissing them off. And I vaguely remember some interaction with them if you keep trying to push it. I remember as a kid, I just kept saying F you over and over again. I remember as a kid, I just kept typing over and over and over again. I just kept saying F you, F you, F you. But I don't remember like the details. I think there is an interaction you can have with them. Yeah, I don't know. It could be like a fake memory. Yo, thank you, Terrible Jade, for 5 months. Hold on, I don't have apostrophes set on my keyboard for some reason. I'm not sorry. Oh, there's a secret dialogue. Oh, you can just say no. Okay, let's try no. What? You little ball! You think I wasn't gonna read what you wrote there? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you worm! You keep on like this, and we're gonna be here for a long, long time. You reading me? Now stop monkeying around and do as you're told, Hylian. You ready? Here goes. Dude, homie's pissed, dude. Homie's pissed, dude. What happens if you say no one more time? We'll find out for science. Same thing. Yeah, same thing. The screaming face. I know, isn't this face that should just be an emote. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and just use my capture tool here. Where's my capture tool at? Let me go ahead and just capture this real quick for a future emote here. And boom. And there you guys have it. Take a look. What should it be called? HDes what? Reset. HDes pissed. HDes pissed. HDes scram. HDes rage baited. HDes no. Hold on. I gotta make it a square so I can convert it. If it's not a square, I can't convert it. Okay. I honestly could probably upload it right now if you guys wanted to have some fun with it. Do you guys want me to upload it right now? Hold on. How do I do this? I need to load up GIMP real quick, right? Do I have GIMP on this computer? Oh, it typed it in game. That's so funny to me. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. GIMP, boom. All right. Hold on, I have to use the apostrophe in the game. All right, hold on. Dang it, dude. What do you want from me, man? Did I use the wrong apostrophe? All right, hold on. So we load up GIMP, and then we load up a new file, and we make it a 112 by 112 canvas. Then we take and we open up a file, and we go to actually, let's go and just find the file and drag and drop it. So documents, downloads. Freak, where did I save that file at? Let me get large icons, please. Thank you. I thought it was saving by default to my documents, but it didn't. I don't wonder what I typed wrong here. Sorry, this is taking longer than it needs to because I don't know where I downloaded the file to. What? Okay, here it is. It's under screenshots. I didn't realize there was a separate screenshot folder. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look what happened before I resized the file. Look, it's literally just his face. Do you guys like just his face, or do you want it to be the whole thing? Do you want just his face, or should I resize the whole thing? Here, I'll show you what the difference is. Oh, we totally got to go with the whole face, right? We got... Is that even, like, identifiable, though? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on here? Let me just do, like, 150 by, like... Yeah, sure. Okay. Let me do, like, 200. I kind of just like the whole face. Yeah. Okay, I kind of just like the whole face. All right, all right. Let me go ahead and export this really quick. Let me make it as centered as possible, which I believe I can simply do by just right-clicking and saying centering. And then here, let me export this real quick as new emote 1. And I guess .png is fine. I can't remember if it has to be anything else. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and get rid of... Let's go ahead and we'll take away this one for now. Let me go ahead and add this new emote. Dude, sometimes making new emotes live on Twitch is a blast. This is like, I love doing this sometimes. Wait, let me go see where I exported it to. Hold on a second. Export as, it's exporting to my documents. That's weird. Let me just export it again. And we'll send it to my desktop. Okay. And then hopefully that's easier to find. I really got to organize my computer. Recently, it's gotten rough. All right, new emote found. All right, wait. Did we decide? Did we decide H does scram? Is that what it's gonna be? Scram? Is that what we're deciding on? H does scram? I kind of like scram. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like H does scram. I'm kind of into that actually. All right, and then we'll go ahead and remove this one here. We'll put this into tier 2 for now, and then we'll move this up. All right, so we had to make a sacrifice temporarily to one of our emotes, but that's fine. So HDES GG got moved to tier 2 for now. All right, it's in. HDES Scram. You just have to refresh. There you guys go. HDES Scram's in. That whole Rossetti bit had me crying, laughing. I really needed it. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I really love doing Rossetti's voice. Was my mic cutting off a bunch or no? Out of curiosity, how does my mic handle the Rossetti voice? A bunch? Yeah. I had a feeling. How does the mic? Only a little bit. Okay, but a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure how the mic can handle my Rossetti voice because it's so different from my normal voice. And I think my mic's a little too close when I do it. I think if I pull the mic away, it might be better. Wait, I thought I just spelled it properly. Yeah, I thought I said it right. Oh, no capital S. That's what happened. Okay, here we go. All right, let's continue from here. No, don't just skip the text automatically. Dang it. He said something about, are you being sincere? He's like, so you're being sincere about that? The thing you just said, don't forget it. Well, all right then. As long as you and I are clear on that, I'm one happy, snappy mole. But for the love of dirt, no more. It stops here. Oh yeah, one last thing. HDES, scram. Before you go to bed, brush those teeth, will ya? Understood? Now, scram. Oh my gosh, dude. Bro had to wait a half an hour for the apology. Yo, it took us 10 minutes to make the emote. Well, 5. Sorry, the emote took longer than it should have. I wasn't ready to make an emote on stream today, but sometimes it's real fun to do. Sometimes it's real fun to do. Thank you, Integrity, for the 10 months, dude. Scram. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's because we just put it. So you have to refresh. Yeah, unfortunately, when you add a new emote to Twitch when you're live, you just have to refresh a bunch. It's weird. It's just buggy. Sometimes it can take some people like a whole 15, 20 minutes. It's just weird. Oh man. So out of curiosity, if you're still out there, how many resets are we away from the new thing? Now that you've seen where we are, if you're still out there, and if you're not, that's fine. We're 2 away. Frick, dude. You think 2 or 3 maybe? Typing scram into the search bar also works. HDES scram. Why is that emote so cursed in the best way possible? Why is that emote so cursed in the best way possible, dude? Oh, no, my yellow tulips. We'll get a new flower to replace that. Yo, good to see you in here, Integrity. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's a tier 1. It's a tier 1 emote. H-Des Square. That made me laugh so much. That was the 6th and it's the 9th. So you have to reset 3 more times. Y'all might have to wait for that new secret. I'm going to make y'all wait on it. I want to make y'all wait on it. Thank you, highly. No, thank you, chat. Pine chair. I need to use this enough to appear on my Twitch recap in December. Well, that was a fun little detour. I like doing my Rossetti voice every once in a while. That voice is fun, man. It's the voice, it makes the whole thing. I imagine that voice can be described as like a pretty lackluster attempt at being like New York, Bronx, New Jersey kind of vibe. I don't really know. I'm not really good about voices and stuff and dialects, but I think that's kind of where I'm going with that voice, kinda. Yo, enjoy your lurk, Shalump. Thanks for popping in today. Boom, 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 boom. These summer storms are always so crazy. It dumped a bunch of rain in like 2 seconds, and then it's just dry out now. New York Italian. Dude, I can't begin to express how happy I am that I got this perfect location for a bridge, dude. Look at this. You could not ask for a better bridge location. Like, it worked out so well. Yeah, so satisfying. I don't know if I want to keep the pine chair. You know, you're pretty gutsy running around in the rain. Did you want something? No, talk to me. Mine is awkwardly placed next to an empty home sign. She's doing the routine here. She's gonna sell me a carpet. I should have said no to her. All right, what did I get? Playroom rug. I got played. You owe her? Yeah. Tabby can have her 3,000 bells. That's fine. Boom, 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 boom. How are you playing this? On a computer. Yeah. Exclamation point Deluxe will help you kind of get acquainted with it. So there's a Discord you can go to where you can get the actual file that you're going to use. And then from there, you just need to get a copy of the game, and then you just have to patch it, which is not as complicated as it might sound depending on your tech level. But yeah, I'm just playing on my computer. That's the best way to play it, and your laptop is probably fine. The Dolphin emulator can run on most things, specifically for GameCube games. It's when you try to start playing Wii games that you might need a better computer. So if you have like a pretty decent... here's the information right here, Joy. If you have a pretty decent connection, or sorry, a computer, laptop, or whatever you have, you could play this game pretty successfully. No, I haven't played Super Mario Mon yet, but I'm kind of interested. I'm always interested in Pokemon hacks. I just never always get the time to play them. But I'd like to do some. I think as we get closer to Pokemon Legends ZA, I will be doing some Pokemon content on the channel. Those of you that are looking forward to some potential Pokemon content, I think once we get closer to ZA, so like as we get into fall, I think you will be seeing me rotate some Pokemon stuff in. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. Maybe, you know, a replay of an old one, a ROM hack, a Nuzlocke. The options are limitless. We go back to Scarlet and Violet. We could do Arceus. But either way, we will be doing some Pokemon stuff. And then, of course, Legends ZA comes out. And we'll be playing a ton of that. You know, you're pretty gutsy running around here in the rain. Yeah. I'm trying to get through the maze on the back of my Nintendo Power, but it's too hard. I can't find the end. Dude, one time I got stuck in this maze in the Nintendo Power for like 10 plus... I swear. I was trapped. I couldn't get out of the dialogue. Yeah, and this Arceus is super special to me personally. I really, really love Legends Arceus. So I play it every once in a while off stream, and I share little off stream videos in the subsection of the Discord. So if you are a part of my personal Discord and you are able to access the subscribers lounge, the supporters lounge, I do have a section in there where every once in a while I post it privately recorded videos for the community of supporters. And I've been doing little mini hour-long episodes of Legends Arceus. I think I have like 2 or 3 in there for the supporters. So if you are somebody who likes to engage with Discord, all you have to do is connect your Discord account with your Twitch account or your YouTube account for those of you that support on YouTube. And you can access the supporters lounge. So I was trying to do like a little video once a week or once every 2 weeks. I haven't been able to upkeep that, but that's the goal. It might not always be Arceus, but just anything, just little hour-long Let's Plays, like literal Let's Plays, where I just sit there and chat to the camera and record myself playing a game. It's fun. Yeah, I seen that, dude. The New Horizons channel's been popping off. It's been making me happy. Arceus was so peak. I wish I could play it again for the first time. Same. Yo, what up, Shapeshifter? Shapeshifter! I don't know why I was thinking about the back scratcher meme. Back scratcher. Nice. Super happy we got a chance to revisit Deluxe Edition today. Love this game so much. Holy heck, is it good. Na-na-na-na-na. Bum, boom, boom, bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. All right, that's like pretty much all the fruit in town. So now Tom Nook's gonna charge us for the basement, which is like 100,000. And then after that, we have to pay back 750,000, I think. And that's the brutal one. That's the rough one. That's the rough one. All right. I think we'll do a half day today. I might come back later tonight. But we're going to do a half day today. I'm going to get out of here. I know some of you just got here. Just a light day because I'm planning for the Donkey Kong Bonanza release tomorrow. All right. So I'll be back tomorrow for Donkey Kong Bonanza. If y'all want to join us, we're going to be playing all day. New release, new Switch 2 game. But I wanted to take it easy today because I'm going to be pretty degenerate with Donkey Kong. Like, I'm probably going to be streaming 12 plus hours a day every day this weekend. Figured I'd give myself a fake day off today. And I might come back later if I'm feeling it. Just depends on how deep I get into work. Last night I fell into a flow state and I ended up like 3 hours just straight working on content stuff. And before I knew it, it was 9:30 and bedtime. So I'm hoping that I can fall into another flow state like that. So if I do, you might not see me tonight. If I don't, then, you know, I might be around. So we'll see. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out today. Again, I know a little bit on the earlier side. If you're new here, I always offer 8 hours at least. I always like to offer at least 8 hours. for my show, or sorry, 4 hours at least, excuse me, my brain. So I like to at least hit my minimum, and that's what I did today. If you're looking for more content, I'm actually just about to release another episode of Fantasy Life on YouTube, episode 11, and you'll find some more Tears of the Kingdom stuff there, and you'll also find a bunch of my VODs on Twitch, my past 60 days, and again, over on the YouTube, you'll find tons of my content. So those of you that are maybe not done with the Highly in Descent show yet, and you would like more, go check out the YouTube. I got a ton of content there, dude. A ton. You can go through my live streams and you can just see all sorts of fun stuff. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Aurora, for the 40 months. I appreciate you hitting that resub at the end here of the show. Again, a little on the lighter side. I like to go for 6 to 8 when I can. And I just like people to know that so you know what to expect. I would expect longer streams more often than shorter streams here at my channel. So if you're new, hit that like button and subscribe on YouTube, and here on Twitch, the home of my content, hit that follow button and we'll see you around, baby. And get your HDES scrams out there. Scram, chat. Scram. All right. Let me go poke around real quick. We're going to fade today. We raided yesterday. We're going to fade today, all right? I like to do every other. We raided yesterday. We're going to fade today. No raid today, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. So on that note, this will be our official wrap up. I think this will be our official wrap up. Thanks for popping in, everybody. Thank you for being here. This is Highly in Descent signing off from another wonderful Hyro Gaming Group production. If I don't see y'all here for Donkey Kong, whether you're avoiding spoilers or whether you're taking the day off at Twitch, I'll see you when I see you. I'll be here all weekend. Of course, as always, peace. Don't forget to game on, fam. And on to the next episode. Peace. All right. Holy heck, what a day. What a beautiful, beautiful stream. So off the top here, Aurora, thank you. Integrity, Terrible Jade, Mythic Aria, Coco Castaway. Thank you so much for the follows. Titch, Faux for All. Thank you so much for the resubscriptions. Gunblade. Thank you for the biddies. Detective Rach with the gifted. Minty Mont with the gifted. Legolas 99 as well. Thank you for all the support coming in. YouTube follows. We had a new YouTube member, as well as the subscriptions on YouTube, which is the equivalent of hitting the follow button over here. Thank you, everybody, for supporting my journey. Of course, those of you in the chat, Butterfly Sugar Baby, UKNet, McKay Mac, peace. Bookie Proud Mama, peace. Ryan Perp, peace. Tater Tot Soup, scram. Nisi Star, scram. Ronnie, scram. All right, y'all. I really do appreciate your support. I'm gonna go get myself some tea. That's what I'm doing right now, some honey and some tea. And I'm gonna hope that my internet stays on, my electricity here with these weird storms. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I really do mean that. I'm honored to be a part of your daily routines, and I am certainly honored to have you as a part of mine. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't say it enough, fam. On that note, though, I'm out of here. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Peace. Hit them cat jams, baby. Peace.